Peace, love, and light, everyone. I want to welcome all of y'all to this free spiritual class. Like I said, I woke up earlier and God put this on my heart to deliver this message to you guys in a way that you guys will be able to wake up and activate the God sense in you. We moving into evolution right now to where we operate in third density, and third density is controlled by the root chakra and it's controlled by this reality that we see. But this simulated reality only puts you into a simulated reality that's controlled by the third density of the time matrix that exists within your geocode, and it allows you to see into this reality that's simulated, but this reality could also be manipulated as well. So with this third density, a lot of people are stuck in third density and they don't even understand that they stuck in third density because they never was taught what third density is and stuff like that. So when we dealing with this time matrix and the things that we in, we got to understand what's going on here and the reason why we into these time matrix and what's going on, because energy is fluid and energy flow enough to where we don't have to be poor, we don't have to be going through all the things we go through. People only go through these things because they don't understand who they are. You see what I'm saying? They never was taught that they have these attributes within themselves on things that they could do. So we gonna get into it and we gonna touch base on what need to be done here. Because I want y'all to wake up. I want y'all to be able to get the fulfillment of life that y'all need to get and everything. Because with the way that life is moving, like I said, you either gonna be in the cosmos up here or you gonna be down here in hell. And this is it's past being in nature, because nature is down here, but you're gonna go all the way down to even the bottomless pit, because that's where your energy is dwelling at. So so you gotta understand this. When they told you that it was heaven and everything, they didn't mean like you gonna go to a space in heaven physically. You're gonna go to a space in heaven mentally, and you're gonna be in heaven mentally. You want to be in heaven mentally while you on earth. See, when we came to the earth, we descended down. And when we descended down, we came to the earth because we volunteered to come here. We knew at this point in time we was going to get to this age, the age of the Aquarius, and we just left the age of Pisces. Now I could speak how I want to speak without putting a filter on anything. So religion has damaged our essence of being so much that a lot of the people and individuals, which are beings, then lost themselves. And I don't have a problem with religion. It's just not me. I know religion is a matrix, is a cult. It was created to separate people. If everybody was worshiping the same God and everybody was speaking the same language, then the earth would be a better place. I could go to a whole nother country and they speak another language and I don't understand what they're saying, but it could be somebody in that country that I could do business with and we could feed the whole world. But the fact that they separated us, it don't allow us to come together. I done been in them situations where I was living in China and I couldn't even ask how to go to the grocery store. So it's good to know different languages and stuff like that, because it puts you in God mode to be able to communicate. So they damaged our way of communication. We lost all communication with ourselves because we can't communicate, because you can't even speak. You got Africans over here in Cote d'Ivoire and different places speaking French, and they don't even understand my English. as an African. So I came and talked to my brother, and we got the same skin color because he's speaking a different language that's not even his language. And that shit hurt. So when you walk up to a person and they look like you and you say something to them and they respond in French and tell you that they don't even speak no English. You understand? So these is the things that we dealing with on the earth that's not right. You understand? So it's not just us coming together as a people, it's us coming together and creating our own language, creating our own way to communicate, creating our own everything. We got to create everything over and over again because what they created is either going to build you up or it's going to damage you or it was even created to destroy you. And we don't want that. We don't want nobody being destroyed. We don't want nothing being destroyed. We don't want no self damaging mechanisms on the planet to be able to destroy us and take us out of our league. So let's get into the 1320 and everything. So, like I was saying, you have 10 fingers and 10 toes that create the 20. That's your fingers and your toes being implement it into the flow of energy. If you hold your hands up like this, the energy is flowing through each finger and through the ley lines of your hands and everything. Then you have 10 toes, and then you have 13 joints. So that make up the 1320 because the sun rotate around the earth 13 times in a 7-day cycle. So that's what create the 1320. So it's having you flowing with the flow of matter the right way. So when you get into the 1320, you getting into galactic time. When you was born into Gregorian time, the Gregorian time is 12 months and 60 seconds in an hour. That time is a false time matrix because it puts your geocode, which is your genetic code in your body, out of time. And if your body is out of time, that means that the energy is not flowing properly through your body, and it could cause you to have a lot of disease and sickness, and all of these things could be off to where you're not functioning through your biohemisphere correctly because your body is not synchronized with the time code. The 1260 was created as a block to be able to block you from the true essence of your being and being who you are as a god or a goddess. And we know this for a fact because we already did the research on what needed to be researched and we time stamped everything. So what I want to do with you guys, we're gonna do a lesson. I'm gonna go into my speech so that way we could build up enough input, and then I'm gonna go into the output, which is gonna be the lesson, so y'all can see what the 1320 is all about. When I'm done with everybody on this Zoom that participate, you gonna know your spiritual number, which is your kin number, and then you're gonna have control over your avatar and the physical. And then you'll be able to take your avatar and program it to do what you want it to do. Because right now, they programming you right now. We're gonna open the floor for questions once we finish, because then if we start asking questions, we're gonna miss the point that's being implemented here. So at the end of the lesson, we're gonna open everything up for questions. And like I said, I don't want nobody on here to get offended. If you're a religious person, that's you. You choose to follow religion. Religion to me is a cult. I get to speak what I want to speak, and then you're going to be able to speak what you want to speak. But I don't choose to follow religion because religion is something that separates us. So if you're a religious person, I'm a spiritual person. I'm following the spirit. I was created in a spiritual form, and I was descended into a physical body. So and we was manifested into a physical body because we the thought creation of the most high. So if we was manifested into a body, that means we were spiritual beings before religion even came into play. And the religion is a physical attribute. It don't have nothing to do with spirituality because it's not tapped into the true essence of the spirit that allow you to be a free spirit without being programmed. So religion don't work for me. When you put programs together and you put them together for the destruction of man, we can't do it, and I'm not doing it. So I don't choose to follow religion for those reasons. I'm not religion to us is our culture. If I teach my kids to wake up every day and they meditate, they eat a certain food and they do this, that's what religion is a way of life. It's not for me to get caught up into some mental cult and keep looking for God outside myself and trapping myself into a 1260 loop, and I'm getting older and older and repeating the same cycles and nothing is happening. I'm not getting healthier. I'm not getting wealthier. I'm not experiencing abundance. I'm not, like, all of these things are not happening for people. I'm experiencing it in my life. So I speak all of that to me that I'm experiencing it, but the individuals that's not tapped in are not experiencing it. They've been praying for years. They've been going to church. They tried everything. They tried to go to church. They tried different religions. They tried praying. They tried everything, and they still getting the same results. So if you getting the same results after you done did all of those things, that mean that you caught up into a 1260 loop. 12 months in a year and 60 seconds in an hour. It got to be a loop, because how do time keep repeating itself and everything is changing, but the way of life that you live is not changing? So obviously, it got to be a problem here. Like, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure out that is a problem with the way these time continuous are happening. And that means you either geologically out of time or you mentally brainwashed by the construct of what's going on. Is a matrix, is a loop. Is a loop back. It's not even a 360-degree circle. If it was 360 degrees, everything would take a full circle. These things are doing a 1260. It's going through half a circle and then it's going back to through the original pattern, and it's creating a false time matrix for you. So you got to get out of that time matrix and start thinking differently. For myself, I became conscious in 2006, right? I never knew the world was so corrupted. I used to love the president. I was so brainwashed. I'm going to work every day, coming home, working from 9 to 5, staying in traffic, doing all that. I'm doing the American way. I'm watching the news, doing all the stuff that regular people do. And I had no idea that all of this corruption was going on. When it was sent to me and the people started telling me that the presidents are corrupt, they trying to do all this and that, I couldn't believe it. I was like, ain't no way. I was getting angry at what the people were saying because they was talking about the president and doing all of that. And I started trying to protect the president and all these type of things. Like, and that's only because I was brainwashed and I didn't know. When I was brainwashed, I was being manipulated at the same time because it was a lot, it was trying to make me protect individuals that don't even have my back, and I'm going to bat for these individuals. So we cannot let these individuals control us the way that we allowing them to. We cannot do it no more. So when I woke up, I learned about Nibiru. The first thing I learned about Nibiru was that the feline race come from Nibiru, the cats. You have a regular stray cat you see on the street, and you have a feline, which is a ascended master from our ancestors that choose to reincarnate his spirit into a cat. You had the power to reincarnate into whatever you want once you harness your power and you take over your spirit. So our ancestors choose to incarnate into the feline race. So the feline race come from Nibiru. So when you see cats, these cats are ancient. They is different. That's why you think they got the Sphinx over there? That's a cat in Egypt. You think that's a lion over there? That's a cat. That cat there is there for a reason. That cat control time. We gonna get into all of that. That's a bio clock. That clock allow these beings that's ascended masters to come in and out of this reality because it opens up a portal. So when you look at Nibiru, we are on a warship. This Earth is not just a planet, it's a ship. This ship is actually moving. Everything is moving. Molecules are moving, but the ship is moving so slow that you can't even feel it and everything, but you know it's moving because when you hear that thunder lighting up, you hear that thunder when they cranking that spaceship up, and then it start moving through time and everything. That we on the ship moving. It's just like being on Starship. That's why they call it the word warship, because they know we on the ship and they creating war between your genetic being. So it's a warship. So they gave you two type of warships, the one that we on, that we traveling on, and then they gave you the warship to where you are worshiping some type of false prophet or god or a monolith or a deity or something of that nature. So they tried to switch the words around. So they know that we on a warship because they creating war within the ship that we on, and then they know that they brainwashing people into worshiping. So now when you are mentally brainwashed into following some deity that they claiming to be God, and then you going outside yourself. When you go outside yourself, you lowering your crown chakra and your third eye, which is your intelligence and your vision, down to a lower dissemination, which is the root chakra. Now they got you vibrating at your lowest point. They could send all type of demons and different decoys to distract you and get you to vibrate at a lower level to where you never going to have prosperity because you never happy. You at your lowest point of yourself and you always thinking negative because that lower point is going to keep creating negativity within your aura and your genetic code. You got to understand this. Chakras and these meridians control everything in your body. That's why a lot of people keep getting sick because they chakras are not open and allowing the energy to flow. The energy flow, when you start seeing it, it go like a sine wave. It go like this, just like that, like a wave. It's called a wave for a reason because they have a pattern that's a sound wave. That sound wave is moving in and out of those chakras and everything, and it's causing harmonic balance within your body because it's balancing the neurological system, it's balancing the blood flow, it's balancing the oxygen in your body, and it's balancing the downloads in the consciousness of your being. So when you have these waves, which is the order and the structure of your geological body. And when that is out of order, it's going to start causing chaos in your body because the energy is not flowing relevantly like it's supposed to. You go to any doctors and all of this, the first thing that they start looking at is your blood, and they testing your blood, but they not testing your blood because they saying that you have a chakra block. They testing your blood because you done been eating so much improper and stuff that these things clog your blood from flowing and it causes blocks. So you need your blood to flow properly. And then it might not even be from you eating. It could just be that one of your chakras is blocked and it's causing so much of a buildup that it could cause swelling within your body because the energy is so strong, it'll push whatever it needs to push out its way. So when you got people with cancer and all these different things, it might not even be nothing subatomically that's happening from on a molecular level. It could be happening on a subatomic level because molecularly, these are the physical attributes of what we see within this dimension. But subatomically, these particles exist too, but you can't see them, but you could feel them and you know that they exist. So subatomically, they subatomic energy might be blocked and start causing pain within the molecular structure of their DNA, and it start causing deformity because the energy can't flow like it's supposed to, so it's taking any form. So that's what's creating the cancer when you don't have the proper flow of energy, and you possibly can't have the proper flow of energy if you don't have the proper intellect to let it in. You got to be able to let the energy in. So it's up to you to be able to take which role that you want to take. You're going to be up here with the cosmos and with the most high, or you're going to be down here in hell vibrating with the archons and the demons, or you're going to be right here in between the cosmos and with nature and allow the mother and the father to guide you, because that's your guide. The mother and the father, the cosmos in nature is your guide, your God, guidance over descendants, and you in the middle. So you want to be able to receive that energy from your guides. You don't want to be caught up into this 1260 time matrix, into these religious practices that's inbounding your thoughts, your everything. Now you looking for God outside yourself and you praying instead of commanding. I mentioned earlier that God gave us dominion over everything. So we should be commanding these molecules and not asking. Prayer is asking. When you get on your knees in prayer, you begging. God never said to beg him for anything. He ain't bring you into this earth for you to be begging. And people could look at prayer in whatever form they want because they have their own way of looking at it. I know what I was taught and what I was told by the Most High that prayer is, and it's command. When you look at it, they said God gave you the 10 commandments. He didn't say God gave you 10 prayers. He said commandments because you have command that you can give, which give an order to the energy. The only way the energy going to have order is if you structure it the right way to flow in and out of your body and you commanding it the right way. If you wasn't in command, you wouldn't have a voice, which is a frequency. You have a throat chakra, and your throat chakra is a frequency that allow you to speak. The speak is language. The language have vibration. That vibration could be felt through the oracle and the magnetic field, and that allow you to have that frequency of command. So you got to tap into your throat chakra. Think about all the individuals and the beings that's in this universe that don't even know what a chakra is. The first rule of thumb is when they don't know what a chakra is, they automatically out of time and they in the 1260 loop, and then they brainwash. And once they go too much deep, they go and lose their mind. And when they lose their mind, it's hard to reprogram from that because you already went through years of geological programming. You went through years of subliminal programming. You went through years of false doctrine. All of these things been programming you, and you haven't even known because nobody woke you up to the fact of the matter. I'm waking you up to the fact of the matter so you could look back at what happened and then you could correct everything that's coming in the future and in the present moment. So you got to understand that you've been programmed. A lot of people don't even know that they programmed. They think that they just going about their life, they happy and all of this type of stuff. Some of them are programmed. When you start going, like I was programmed. I'm not going to say that I wasn't, because before 2006, before I woke up, I was programmed. I ain't know none of this information. I didn't even know none of this shit existed. How can I if I was programmed? So right now, I'm taking y'all through a deprogramming. This Zoom call is for you to deprogram. You're going to know that this is a deprogram because when we done with this Zoom, you're going to feel deprogrammed. You're going to feel like you in control of your life. And then I'm going to leave you with a set of actions that you could take to increase it. I'm not going to give you the information and just lead you astray. I'm going to guide you through it. I'm going to send it master. Like I said, I was born December 22nd. December is the winter solstice, right? And then we got the number 22, which is a master number. So I was born during the time of the winter solstice. When the winter solstice come in, that's the reset of the planet. That means that all of the negativity is being wiped out and frozen. And then when we have January all the way through April, we got spring coming in, and that's when the flowers start blooming, and that's the spring minor of everything and how everything happened. That's the spring solstice. So between the winter solstice and the spring solstice, we start looking at the summer solstice. All of these things are taking precedent. It's 4 seasons. And it's funny that is 4 seasons because they still plan off the 44. So when these different monarchs learned these master numbers, they put these matrix systems to unbound you through these master numbers because they started using these master numbers for bad. We got 11, 30, 11, 22, 33, and 44. 11, 22, 33, and 44 are the master numbers. These numbers show up in any equation you could do. I don't care if you're doing algebra. I don't care if you're doing geometry. You could be doing simple minus, plus, subtraction and adding, whatever you want to call it. You could do any mathematical equation, height, depth, and weight, and you could see that these numbers show up geologically in every facet of this reality. So you have to know that these master numbers could be programmed on a molecular level, and they could be put into a matrix system that could be programmed to carry out a set of actions that can manipulate you in this simulated reality because they using atoms attached to the number code. So when you take these numbers and you attach them to an atom, which is a subatomic particle that you can see on a molecular level because it took a physical form, this particular atom carry out a certain geological code that could program your mind if you're not conscious of it. And they know geological programming because they've been doing it for years. Now they getting more into subliminal programming. They getting into alchemist programming to where they using different logos and everything to program you. And these logos are set at certain dimensions. They could take the logo and put it at a 22 and program you. They could take the logo and put the dimensions at a 44 and program you. Because when you looking at the logo, you don't know what dimensions the logo in. You just know it got height, depth, and weight. But these logos are visual programming and it's geological programming. So when we start looking at how we being manipulated, you got to understand where the manipulation came from. You ain't just coming to this earth and you've been manipulated as a baby. You came into this earth and you've been programmed by the same people that was programmed by the same people. And that's your family because they programmed you and taught you all of these different things that they learned because they was programmed themselves. You never had a chance to really operate from your own program because every time you turn around, you being taught a lesson from somebody else that never even came from you. It's time for you to take control of your own life and walk in your own programming. And you could do that by knowing how to program. When you know how to program, that's you taking control of the matrix, which is the number pattern that exists within this molecular geological imprint called reality. So you have to understand that you have the power as a God to be able to program your reality the way that it works gracefully for you. When you understand this, you start seeing different programs that was in front of you that you never saw before, and it allow you to step away from the energy of that program, and it allow you to dwell in positive energy because the negativity of that program is not taking precedent anymore to manipulate the way you think, the way you feel, the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you live. All of those things are being programmed. So you got to understand what's going on here. When we dealing with the 1320, we getting out of the 1260 program. The Pope and the Vatican created that. And I couldn't speak on that on Instagram because they would have shut my page down again. It was a lot of shit that I wanted to say that I felt as though they had a big ass metal plate on my mouth and I could only say certain things, but I still did good with displaying a message without going against their rules and regulations for Instagram. It's sorry that you got to follow a certain creed that we are giving light to. Without us, Instagram don't exist. So why should we be prisoners to a platform that don't even give a fuck about us? And we the ones that's making the platform relevant by being a member. So if the members can't have freedom of speech on the platform, that means that that's a prison platform because they not allowing you to have the freedom like you supposed to. You can only say certain things on there. Like, get out of here with that shit. Like, We're not doing that. So I want to be able to express myself. I don't want to feel like I'm a god and I have all these powers, but I could only utilize it when it's time that's permits. If I'm free totally. I should be able to say what I want, no matter where I'm at, no matter what platform I'm on and everything. Freedom is just freedom. Freedom don't come with restrictions because it's free. So we can't say that you got freedom of speech, but then you got restrictions on certain platforms. That's a contradiction. So we're not letting these people play with us, no shape, form, or fashion, period. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna share my screen right quick with you guys, so that way we can see where we at right now. So right now, y'all should be able to see my screen. Let me move this big block out the way. So y'all can see my screen, right? If y'all can see my screen, somebody.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right. So this is 13moon.com. It's 13moon.com. That's what this is. This is the galactic time. And this galactic site was created by some beings that understand the geological essence of time and presence, frequency, light, and energy. So we move into the fourth dimension, which is the galactic time frame of the subatomic plane and the molecular plane. So when you move into fourth dimension, you moving into the cosmos. So you on galactic time. These people got you on Gregorian time, and that's a physical false time matrix that's putting you out of time. So when we come here, they put a birthday decoder on here that allow you to decode your birthday. So when you come here, you could put your birthday, your month, date, and year in here, and it's going to allow you to know what's your kin number and your solar seal, and we're going to get into that. So everybody could go to 13moon.com right now, and I'm going to tell everybody who they are and everything. So that way you will know who you are and all of that. So right now, I'm going to show y'all something right quick. I'm gonna put somebody's in here and do a example with somebody. Who want me to do their birthday right quick?
I
You
want
can do
to.
mine.
All right, hold on. Let me see who said that. Okay, I'm gonna do yours at the top, and who else said that?
Mine too.
Brandy. Tamara.
Okay, so I'm gonna do
Anisha.
all three of yours right quick, so that way, because then with three people,
Oh,
it'll be a good example. So let's start with you, Armand. Armand.
Yeah, Armin. February
uh-huh.
8th,
Okay, February 8th. What's your year?
1987.
Okay, 1987. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here and decode your birthday. So now it say, welcome to galactic time. So now this putting you into the 1320 time synchronization. It say your tribe is the white world bridger and your tone is solar and your galactic signature is you the world bridger. So your kin number is 126. This kin number is your kin. So your soul kin. So, because we all kin by our soul, but we all have a number. This number is controlling your soul in the matrix, because the matrix is all of these numbers put together. It's 260 kin numbers, because when you do 13 times 20, it becomes 260. So they created a matrix chart that I'm gonna show y'all, and the matrix chart got 260 kin numbers on it. So everybody that was born into this reality have a kin number, and that matrix system that's put together is connected by 13 tones, and these 13 tones is geared towards this galactic calendar because it's connected to the dates. So they went in and they systematically predicted the dates and the tones that's going to be relevant during these dates. And when you start getting into the flow, it's putting you into the flow of energy. And I'm gonna explain that too. This system right here will put your mind on a whole new conscious sense. Since I found this, it allowed me to control the matrix. Because I was sitting home one day and I was screaming. I said, I went out the matrix. I just got really frustrated. And then lo and behold, the most high put me in touch with this information. And when I found out this information, I created a group called 1111. And during the time the 1111 was coming relevant, I was bringing people into the 1320 because a lot of people ain't even know what the 11 and 11 was. And that was the connection between man and woman coming back because the woman is on the left, the man is on the right. When you have the one and one, it creates 11. So you have the one which is the woman, you had a one which is the man, you bring them together, you got the full-blown molecule vibrating on both hemispheres, the left and the right, and now you have a full 360 circle with the molecule. When religion came into play, they separated the man and the woman and they started making the woman depend more on the government because they tried to make it seem like the man wasn't structured enough to provide for the woman. And that's only because his mind was in prison from the information that he received and the state of being that he was left in. But then when we wake up and we know that we gods, we know that we've been brainwashed into those thinkings. So let's get into this. So with your galactic affirmation, you could read this and everything every day. You should be reading this galactic affirmation every day. Say, I pulse in order to equalize, realizing opportunity. I seal the store of death with the solar tone of intention. I am guided by the power of spirit. So that means you are guided by the power of spirit. These words right here are are synchronized with this calendar. Each one of these words have a number that's attached to the numbers in this calendar. So when you speak in these words, it's automatically alive and it's carrying a certain frequency that allow you to align your energy with the flow of these words and they become tones and the tone give you a vibration within your voice when you speak these words and they start rearranging your DNA to be to flow with the energy of it. So it's called 13 tones. So when we look at this, it say right here, your galactic affirmation is a vibration code that is meant to be felt rather than understood. With your radar mind, your rational mind, if you simply remain curious and receptive to it, its magic will find you. So these are magical words that already been, and they got radar plasma. That's why I said that because I couldn't see it. I didn't realize it was rational, but these words are tones and they already been programmed. So a lot of people don't know about this information because it was here at one time. So explore the meaning of your cosmic identity. When you understand that you was created in the cosmos first and that you came from space and not the earth, some people was born on earth and they from the earth because that's their galactic imprint. Some people galactic imprint, they was born in the cosmos and in different planets. So they represent different planets. So now let's go back to you. Your kin number is 126, you the world bridger, right? So now you're gonna go over here to the world bridger. So right now, the white world bridger is right here. So this is your tribe. It's 20 tribes right here of galactic time, and it's 13 tones of galactic time. So with the 20 tribes of galactic time, your solar cell, this solar cell is controlling your avatar in the physical. And this kin number is controlling you in the spiritual. Once you understand this kin number and you understand this solar cell, you could take control of your avatar. That's what we doing here. We taking control of our avatars in the cosmos so we could flow and navigate through this molecular level of existence the right way. Because if you're not operating on this galactic time, then that means you're on the Gregorian time and you always going to be manipulated because they're going to keep coming up with matrix systems to unbound you. So let's click on the white world bridger with your tribe, because this is your tribe. So we're gonna click on it right here. And then this let me know where you from. It say that you govern the north direction and your tone is refined. And then your chakra is the throat chakra, and you come from the planet Mars. So you come from Mars, you represent the throat chakra. So we have chakra points on the earth that's relevant to your chakra. Everybody, I represent the solar plex chakra. The solar plex chakra is the creative chakra. That's your creation, your music, and all this. You represent the throat chakra. That's your expression. So right now, you could speak and people will listen. So all your life, people been listening to you because you have the power of the throat chakra and everything. And it's right here written into your cosmic forecast. So this your cosmic gift. You could read this and this would tell you all about yourself. If you would like, you could read it so people can have an understanding and everything. If you can, you could read this and everybody gonna hear you. If you don't want to read it, you don't have to.
I guess I can read it for myself. I guess I will just, I don't want to waste
Oh,
time for give
okay.
time to others.
Okay, we listening. Go ahead.
You want me to read? The gift of your cosmic identity is to be interdimensional, a bridge between the seen and unseen worlds. And the mystery of the screen is too small. I'm sorry.
Oh, let me
And
raise it up some. Hold on. Let me raise it up. All right, you that's better, right? Let me go
so
back to it. Hold on. There you go. You can see it better now. It's bigger.
yeah, I think it's big. I'm sorry for my
Okay.
accent.
Oh no, it's okay.
Okay, so I guess as a white world bridger, you have the capacity to interweave realities, to go beyond the beliefs of limitation, to let go of what no longer serves, to continually shed concepts to self in order to be renewed, to surrender attachment, receiving the death of any cycle, relationship, or endeavor as an opportunity for a new phase to emerge, to contemplate the wisdom of the impermanence as an inspiration to live this moment to the fullest, to behold our collective morality as the great equalizer. Each of us but precise thread in the ageless tapestry of the universe. I'm sorry, I didn't even know those words. To walk in the world as the living cling to your ancestors, carrying ends of life in your cell, in your DNA, and in your consciousness.
So what they were saying is that you are the ageless tapestry of the universe to walk in the world as living link of your ancestors carrying eons of life in your cells, in your DNA, and in your conscious sense. So that's what you are as the world bridger. You a connection between the spiritual and the physical, and it's your job to bridge the gap between people so that way they can know about mortality and they can know about surrendering themselves to the flow of energy and they could become more governed in they way of navigating through the cosmos. So it say that when you start looking at where you from, you could say throat chakra, right? So let's say if we look at the throat chakra and everything, and let's go of the earth, well, of the world. So when you look at the throat chakra of the world is made up of three sacred sites in Egypt and Israel: the Great Pyramid of Giza, Mount Sinai, and Mount Olives. So when you look at the throat chakra is a physical monolith that exists in the world. All the chakras are in the world. My chakra is the solar plex chakra, but the solar plex chakra on Earth is called Nularu Kata Judah. It's in Australia. It's a big rock that went up into the heavens, and that's the solar plex chakra of the earth. I went there already, and I touched the rock and all this. It increased my energy, woke me up, and all type of stuff. You got to go to the chakra point that you represent on the earth, because it's going to do something to your spirit, and it's going to wake you up. We never was taught that is chakra points on the earth that's in alignment with the chakra points that we represent in the cosmos. So when you go back to let's see if we could find an image of this. So now let's go over here. Y'all can still see my screen, right? Y'all can
Yes.
y'all see what I'm pulling up here. So
Yeah.
so look, these are the chakra points of the earth over here. So let's see if we could get a bigger picture of this. Let's see. So it's a little tainted because it's not, I want to see it like more big. But each chakra represents a chakra point of the earth, and that's the chakra you connected to. If you don't know about this galactic information, you will never know that you are a chakra point, and that chakra point have a lot to do with the energy flow between the physical attributes of your body and the spiritual attributes of your essence. You will never know that, and if you don't know that, then you definitely going to be manipulated because you don't even know what attributes lies between you. So that's why this information is very much needed to be passed on through generations, because people need to understand that they are created from a cosmic sense, and they have that geological construct of the cosmos embedded in them and is embedded in earth, giving them duality where they can exist as a being and a spiritual being in the physical form and in the spiritual form, and have peace and harmony on earth. So let's go back to the 13 moon site, right? So if you represent the throat chakra, everybody on here represent one of the chakras, and it might not be the same as you because everybody have a different chakra. Like, this is me. I'm the yellow star tribe. So I govern the south direction, right? So and I govern I'm from the planet Venus, and I'm the solar plex chakra. So I know I'm from the planet Venus. So when I found out I was from the planet Venus, I started doing a lot of research on the planet Venus and how it correlate with me as a being, and it taught me a lot about myself. You cannot be yourself if you don't know who you are. You understand? So with the chakras, I understand what chakra that governs my life. So that woke me up in the essence and allowed me to walk in a spiritual sense of being. And it actually brought fulfillment to my life because it allowed me to manifest on a molecular level more easier, because it put me in more control with harmonically balancing my DNA and the way that energy flow in and out of my being. So when you know this information, you can operate the right way. So when we look at the solar plex chakra, right, and everything, let's go to the solar plex chakra right quick.
Can I ask you a quick question? So
Huh?
do you recommend to go to those places?
Oh,
Like
yes, that you have to go to those places.
just stay
100%.
there?
Yeah,
Just stay there?
yeah, you just go there and you do your meditation, you thank the universe, You pick up some piece of rock from around there so you could take it back with you and everything. And now you got a piece of that energy always with you. And then when you go there, it's like wherever you go, it's going to put uh it's going to increase your magnetic field because now you're surrounded by the magnetic field and the energy that's surrounding that place. And that's putting DNA memory within your body to molecularly open up another cycle or time continuance within your being. So on a molecular level, it's going to restructure some things that was missing within your body and your purpose to put you in perfect alignment with the path that you're supposed to follow. That's what that point is going to do. So this is the solar plex chakra of the earth. This it right here. Uluru, Cater, Judah. Uluru and Cater, Judah, located in the heart of Australia. I already went here and it was so beautiful. I got pictures and everything because I kept seeing it. And when I was studying, I kept saying I went out the matrix and this kept coming up. And I'm like, what do these chakras have to do with earth and all these things? And I started getting into the research and the development of this knowledge. And I went there. It cost me $5,000. I went. I've had to fly from, I was living in Asia. I lived in Hong Kong for 4 years. So I flew from Asia to Australia. It's a 9-hour flight. And then I had to fly another 4 hours from Australia to Alex Springs, which is a city within Australia that this mountain is in. So, and that's where the Aborigines of Australia at and everything. And I met all the Aborigines and they welcomed me with open arms and all that type of stuff. So when I went here, I took a piece of the rock and everything from there and I put it with my stones that I already had, prayed over it, and programmed the rock to do what I wanted to do. Because when you get these stones, you got to speak into these stones and you got to program them. This giving command to it and allowing the molecule to follow the vibration of my voice and coincide with the essence of the reason why I want to put it into my org field. Everything have an orb. So anything that you let into your magnetic field, it can manipulate your magnetic field because these things are sharing the same field when it's in your presence. So you got to understand that everything has a force field, and that force field could be harmful to your magnetic field if it's intervening with the flow of energy. So let's go and do and do everyone else's. So we know right now you are the white world bridger, and then you're going to do more studying on this solar cell and these 13 tones because we're going to get heavy into this. This is the knowledge and the information that I teach. And this knowledge and information is bringing you into the cosmos like you would never even believe. So let's go and do two more. And then we're going to dive deeper into what we're looking at and how we need to utilize it. Because it's fun. This is a whole nother mindset for you guys. So this going to take you to a whole nother level of consciously thinking. So this is raising your awareness of who you are and what's around you. Because like, when you're not gaining knowledge and you're not studying, you idle. So it just keep putting you into a 1260 loop where every year keep happening and all the seasons and everything is happening, but you're not ascending mentally and physically. You still stand in the same loop. And that's only because you don't have a master teacher that's teaching you this information and helping you to ascend like you was put here on the planet to do. We have all of these different people that talk all of this shit, but they not teaching you how to ascend to a higher being of existence. I don't give a fuck how much practical you're thinking and your voice is. If you don't have these cosmic sense, you could forget about it. So they could talk all the practical sense in the world. What are they doing to help you to ascend to a higher frequency of existence? That's what we need to be talking about. So let's get into it. So who was next that I needed to put their birthday into here?
October 1st,
Mine are
1992.
Randy.
Okay,
Mine are
let's do you, Tamara, and I'm gonna do you, Dwayne, or is it Dwayne or Dewan or Dewin?
It's Dwayne. It's me.
Okay,
Good
Dwayne.
to
So
see
we
you
gonna
again,
do
brother.
you next. God bless you and
Right.
Tamara and everyone that's on here. So what's your birthday, Miss Tamara?
Hi, it's Tamara. It's
Tamara,
April,
I'm sorry.
no worries. April 17th,
Uh-huh.
86.
Okay. Right under him. He 87, you 86. Is that a coincidence or not? So okay. So now it say that you are the red moon and you operate from the spectrum tone. Your tone is spectral. So you the red moon. So your kin number is 87. And this is your solar seal. So your galactic affirmation is, and you can read it and everything. You can read it out loud too.
I dissolve in order to purify. Releasing flow, I seal the process of universal water. With the spectral tone of liberation, I am guided by my own power, double.
Wow. So what that means is that you whatever you do is double. Like with this information, you got the power to experience it double. And then you got the spectral tone of liberation where you could speak liberation because that's your tone. And then you had a universal flow of water. That's
Wow.
big because and then you have the you also it say I the dissolve in order to purify. So you could purify things. So all of these are attributes that you have with your body, your cosmic body, that you could do in this physical reality. It might be like I'm speaking into another language until you really understand how this system works. And you're gonna get this work. You gotta first have an understanding. I created 5 principles that I want everybody to understand after we go into this. So, and those 5 principles will put you in the right light to be able to study this information. So you the red moon. So we're gonna go to the red moon tribe because that's the tribe that you from, the red moon tribe. So it say right here that you govern the east direction and that your chakra is the root chakra and you come from the planet Mercury.
Hmm.
So when you know where you're from, you could tap into that chakra, and this is your cosmic gift. You could read your cosmic gift so that people could understand, and it's going to be related to you because they know in time synchronization that this is who you are based on your birthday. So read your cosmic gift right quick.
Okay. The gift of your cosmic identity is to be a soulful surfer of the ever changing waves of life, a sensitive and sensual elemental being, a beacon of self remembrance, an expansive channel of feeling and mystery. As a red moon, you have the capacity to be a portal of awakened consciousness, to be a receiver and transmitter of subtle communications, reading the currents of signs and signals, to be an emissary of the universal life-giving waters, to embody the poetic flux of celestial rhythm and the raw power of nature's forces, to be yielding to the divine unfolding while staying true to one's essence self, to honor the opportunity for renewal and rebirth inherent in every moment, to be a drop of cosmic rain blessing this world. Wow,
And is that you or is it not?
that's me.
See, when you start reading these cosmic gifts and these solar seals and kin number is played off your birthday. So the Mayan culture is what created this type of structure and order and everything. And when we look back into the Mayans, that's a race of beings, which is we are the Mayans, because we are on that timeline right under the Hobnob Coup. It's the Hobnob Coup. You got to understand this. God is the Omni Galactica. So Omni is 8, is a all figure 8 that never stop flowing because it's infinite light. And that's why God is infinite wisdom and abundance. So the Earth is operating off an intergalactic planetary system, and off the intergalactic planetary system, at the top of the planetary system, God is the Omni Galactica, and right after under God is the Hobnob Ku, which is a clock and a timeline that was created. This is the timeline of that Hobnob Ku. That Hobnob Ku and that clock is attached to that Sphinx and those pyramids and the three sisters that's in the cosmos. All of that have geological symmetry and time continuance because they all connected together to give you this reality so you could go and be in duality within this reality. So all of those monoliths that you see have power, and that's why they have a geocode of geometry that was celestially created by a number pattern that allow it to be in existence as a powerful force. So when all of these people are trying to figure out how did these pyramids get created, they was created because the number pattern that it was on. If you measure a pyramid and you put it on a 22 frequency or a 40 frequency or a 44, I mean, or 11, and the attributes might say, well, the height might be 11 feet, the weight could be 44 and the weight could be 44 pounds and the diameter could be 30 and everything. So you could put 11, 33, and 44 as the size of the pyramid. And now you just created geological symmetry using master numbers around this object. And it's going to create a certain energy that support and suspend this object to where that object could be utilized in two time dimensions because the number pattern that's created around it creates a molecular system around this particular object. Did that make sense, or did you guys understand that?
Yes, it makes sense. I don't fully understand it, but I get what you're saying.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that let's say if I wanted to create a chair and I wanted the chair to carry a certain energy, I could make the measurements of it with height, depth, and weight 11, 22, 33, and 44. And whoever's sitting in that chair will harness a certain energy that that chair hold because the existence of that chair was created by master numbers and because now it have the height, depth, and weight to exist as a chair, but then it has the geometry of master numbers that's giving it a duality that could be controlled through the magnification of the numbers. Like these numbers are powerful numbers. So whenever you put them into anything, they automatically going to carry out a certain action and govern a certain energy. So if I put that chair in essence to those master numbers, when you sit in that chair, you always going to have fulfillment. You understand that?
Yes, that makes sense.
So that's what I meant by that. Anything that's created that have height, depth, and weight, that's the three trinity. Everything exists that was geometry and everything, geometry, I can't pronounce that word. I'm not even going to try to mess it up. Geometrically created. So if something was geometrically created, that means it have height, depth, and weight. Everything cannot be existence without having a number pattern attached to it, because everything is a thought. It becomes creation first, and then it becomes source because you created with your hands, and then it becomes energy. So it's creation, source, and energy is the three trinity, and it's height, depth, and weight for anything to exist. So when you are bringing something into this reality, it become a thought first, and then you create the parameters for it exist to an atom because you give it height, depth, and weight. So if we take the number pattern of the master numbers and create anything using the master numbers, we just create an alchemy for something to exist with spiritual power. When you create things that's outside of the master numbers, you're using a different code. And those things might be harnessing a different type of energy that could be harmful to oneself. So you never know when you're dealing with objects what type of geometry they have unless we measure them. And then when we measure them, we could pretty much figure out what's the number pattern surrounding the object, and we could disseminate the object and what it'll do within our oracle field if we want to bring it into our essence or we want to do away with it because the number pattern that's surrounding it is out of code. That's how deep things are. And that's how deep you need to be as a god or a goddess, because that's going to allow you to operate in your God sense. So you from the planet Mercury. So when we already know where the planet Mercury, we got Mercury, Neptune, Mars, Venus, all of them planets are in Orion's belt because we got Tiamat, which is a planet that's in the cosmos, but now it became the galactic belt of the cosmos. So when you say galaxy and you say the asteroid belt, you referring to Tiamat, and Tiamat is one of the Anunnakis that was once on Earth. So we ain't gonna even get into that because that's a whole nother topic. But I just said it to say about the planet and the stars and how they align. It's so much stuff that I want to give to y'all that we got to take baby steps because I don't want y'all to get confused. And this all information that I understand and that I harness into my being, and it allowed me to navigate gracefully through this existence. So now you know about yourself and you know what direction you govern, right? So this is what I like to do. Let me show y'all something. So I could take this, let me see. I'm gonna show y'all the app first. So y'all could see it. Let me see. So it's this app, right? That I like to use. Let me take a screenshot of it so I can make it big so everybody could see it. This app right here, this app is feng shui. So it's an app, right? So you could download it. I don't know. I got a Apple phone, so it might be different on another phone, Android or something, but this the app. So when you click on this app, it's called Feng Shui Compass. So when you click on this Feng Shui Compass, it look like this. And it allow you to put your birthday in there and everything. So you're gonna put your sex and your birthday. So if you're a male, you put that. If you're a female, you put that, and then you put your um your birthday. So it'll be the year that you was born, not the day or the month, but the year. So you put your birthday in there, and then when you put your birthday in there, you could hold this particular compass in certain directions, and it'll start changing. So it'll show you the north direction, the south direction, and it'll show you if the energy is flowing the right way or if it's bad for you. So if it's bad, it's going to show up like that, and it's going to start telling you like if the energy is flowing the right way when you point the compass, it'll say things like that where you it's good, it's success and that. But if the energy is flowing incorrectly, it's going to show you. So when you find out what direction you govern, you could say, okay, you govern the east direction. You're going to use this compass to figure out what's the east direction in the room. And when you meditate, you're going to sit in the east direction. And then when you sit in the east direction, you're going to choose on the compass the direction that's successful. It should be in blue. And when it's blue, you're going to sit in that direction. And then you're going to meditate from the east direction because that's the direction you govern. And you're going to be able to control the energy flow more because that's the direction that you was born in, the east direction. So when you know what direction you was born and it's not even when you came into your mother womb, this when your spirit was created. You understand? We're not even talking about mommy womb. We talking about you being a vessel and a light being from the most high being born into the east direction. And then you from the planet Mercury and you govern the root chakra. Just all three of those attributes put you on another level, knowing oneself. And it allow you to tap into yourself. So I want everybody to download this feng shui. And if you got an Android phone, it might be a little different from you. I mean, for you. But I could bring the picture back up again so y'all could see it. Cause that calendar, I mean, that compass is great. That compass is gonna be so good for y'all that you're gonna be like, oh wow. And the only way you're gonna get it is if you, I think if you have an Apple phone or something like that and everything. I don't know how it worked as far as on an Android, but if you got an Apple phone, but this how it look. It say feng shui compass. So I'm gonna just hold it here for a little minute and allow y'all to see it. So y'all could go and try to find it in your app store. Say feng shui compass. So you need that compass definitely. So once you know what direction you govern, you could start sitting in that direction and meditate and start controlling the energy from your direction. That's how deep we getting into this. So it's not just one of these overnight things where you wake up and you like, oh wow, it take time and everything. But once you in this time, everything start flowing properly. So it's gonna be beautiful. So let's do you, Dwayne, and see where you lie. So, and the beautiful part about this is that we all start knowing each other because then when you look at the characteristics of these solar seals and kin numbers, it tell about a person. So then you start knowing about your soul kin because we all kin by soul. And that's your soul kin number. So y'all are my galactic family because we got a soul kin together. So we are related through the cosmos, but we figuring out who's who and what's what. Cause some of y'all gonna have the same kin number and the same solar seal, and that means you from the same tribe and everything. And it's gonna be slightly different. Some things might be different. The chakra might be different. The kin might be the same. You start figuring out who you around. This is deeper than just dealing with astrology. Astrology works because I follow astrology real heavy, but this is astronomy though. This is dealing with the cosmos on a different way. This dealing with the spirit. Astrology is dealing more with the physical and the spiritual aspects of yourself, but this dealing with the cosmic aspect of yourself and allowing you to have an understanding of when God gave birth to you, where you was born at. Because these people telling you was born on earth and you was born in this state and this and that, that's them putting you into a whole nother matrix system where you following that. You need to know where you was born in the cosmos in order for you to be able to navigate the right way. So what's your attributes, Dwayne?
My is October 1st, 1993. My attributes is
October
the Blue
1st,
Monkey Tribe.
19 October 1st, 1993.
Correct.
Okay, hold on. I want y'all to have fun with this lesson too, because we
Have
not in it
already.
to just be like we having fun. Like this is real fun because now you waking
You're gonna
yourself
like the
up.
description then. Go ahead. I'm gonna read it for you when y'all
All
ready.
right, I'm ready. You the blue monkey, and your tone is electric. So go ahead. You could read your affirmation, and
My
your kin number
affirmation
is
is
211. Okay.
I activate in order to play. Bonding illusions.
Mm,
I seal the process of magic with the electric tone of service. I am guided by the power of vision. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me.
wow. So
100%.
what that mean is you a portal of information. That mean you supposed to be giving information to us to where we could go to you as a portal and enter you and figure out all the mysteries of this earth. So you a portal, and plus you got it by the power of vision. So you already have the power of visualization, and you also have the seal of magic. So you have a lot of beautiful attributes within your solar cell. Everybody do. Everybody, it's not one solar cell or kin number that's better than the other. Without all of us coming together collectively, this system wouldn't even exist. So everybody play a part in it, significance based on your birthday and everything.
Cosmic architect.
Yes, the cosmic architect. You the blue electric monkey. So let's go down to the blue monkey tribe. So we click on the blue monkey tribe, and this
Oh,
you right here. Read your cosmic gift. Oh,
yeah, the
let's
gift.
see where you from first. Oh wow, you from the planet Venus. I am too. We come from the same planet, Dwayne.
I know, King. I've been right on your tail since I saw you.
And then you got the throat chakra, so you share the
Man.
same throat chakra like Armand. And then you govern the west direction. The west for us in America is California and all that. You see what I'm
Yep,
saying?
I'm going
So
back.
so so now you can read your cosmic gift.
Oh man. Okay, so plays magic and illusion. The gift of your cosmic identity is to be a whimsical, wise, mystical weaver, a
Mhm.
sacred trickster, an inventive artesian, one who finds the magic in the mundane. As a blue monkey, you have the capacity to be astute yet lighthearted, to be a student and a teacher of the mysterious play of existence, to see through the illusions of this world, to construct, dismantle, surprise, smile, and outwit your way through the challenges of life, to be a curious child of the universe, energizing the brilliant and healing powers of levity, spontaneity, joy, and wonder in order to uplift and enlighten, to be an ambassador of the cosmorama for
Wow.
what you need in this adventure called life. The joke is on those who take it all too seriously. That's
Wow.
that's
That's
insane. I'm
deep.
already doing deep research.
You see what I'm saying? So just imagine you
Um,
navigating through this world and you never knew that this information existed for you to wake up. So this is why I said when I speak and y'all see me come on that Zoom, I mean on that Instagram live, and I'm speaking, the ones who was meant to hear this, they gonna be right here on this Zoom because the door is open. I already posted the link on Instagram. Anybody could click on it and come. So I don't have to tell people to come. The people that see it and they see that, they gonna automatically come. So when you come, that mean that you was meant to be in this realm because we going into the next evolution in life. You got to understand this. Life happens in cycles, right? We go from one years old to 10 years old. That's a 10-year cycle, right? Then we go from 10 years old to 20 years old. That's another life cycle. Then you go from 20 years old to 30 years old, from 30 years old to 40 years old. All of it is happening in 10-year cycles. So you got to look at yourself and see what age you are and look at how much time you wasted during those cycles and what you've been doing and what information you've been studying during those life cycles, because that's what's going to put you in the proper state of mind and the proper energy flow to be able to navigate. So right now, you got to look at the age that you at right now. And if you coming up on a cycle to where you might be 29 years old or you might be 30 years old. Once you reach 30 years old, that means that you're going on your 10-year cycle before you reach 40. So that's two 5-year cycles in between that you got to get things right, with you knowing this as a reference. We don't look at it as nothing else but a cycle and a reference, right? So we might say, okay, during these 10-year cycles, what information have you been studying in your life? Because people study so much information, that they don't even that it put them in belief, and then they be so confused with everything that they study that it take them out of being faith, walking in faith, and they only start walking in belief, and the belief is a manipulator because it's not allowing them to walk in their true self. God said, if you believe in me, you're going to have faith, and you don't have to wonder if I'm around or if I'm coming. You don't have to call me because I'm already there. So you got people that's going outside themselves and they calling for God when he already there. So when you start doing that, he know you believe and you don't have faith in him. And now you start dampering the light that he put upon you in the essence, because you already walking in belief from all the things you've been learning, because you don't know if the information resonate or not. That's a cross between knowing and not knowing. Hold on 1 minute. I gotta take this call. I want somebody else to let's pull up your solar seal right quick and everything. Let's do one more person. Who gonna go next? So
You could
that
do
way,
mine, King.
huh?
Royal, that's Royal. You could do mine if you want. It's Royal. It's gonna be June 26th.
Okay, June 26th. Let's go to it. And I want you to read it while I'm taking this call, and then I'm gonna come back because I don't want y'all idle while I'm taking this call because I have to take this call. What is your
Stay with me.
birthday?
Yep.
June
June
26th?
26th, 1984.
Okay. All right. So it says that you are the red magnetic moon. So I want you to read your affirmation right quick.
Okay. I unify in order to purify, attracting flow. I seal the purpose of universal water with a magnetic tone of purpose. I am guided by my own power, double. That's interesting. Okay, and so it's showing to be the red moon, y'all. And I'm gonna go ahead and read that, which I remember I was getting back into the chat and I knew someone else was a red moon as well. But
That
I'll
was the
reread
red
it. Okay, okay, shout out. I'll reread it anyway here. And what was your chakra? What was your chakra? Same thing or different? Was it
root chakra.
root? Okay,
Yeah,
so it's
the
all the same.
same as hers.
Same thing, Mercury, everything. I got you. Yeah, because the red tribe. I
All
got you.
right,
Okay,
so
cool.
now let's go. You the red magnetic moon. Let's go to the red moon.
Okay.
And now you can read it.
Perfect. All right. So the gift of your cosmic identity is to be a soulful surfer of the ever-changing waves of life, a sensitive and sensual elemental being, a beacon of self-remembrance, an expansive channel of feeling and mystery. As a red moon, you have the capacity to be a portal of awakening consciousness, to be a receiver and transmitter of subtle communications, reading the currents and signs and signals, to be an emissary to the universal life-giving waters, to embody the poetic flux of celestial rhythm and the raw power of nature's forces, to be yielding to the divine, unfolding while staying true to one's essence self, to honor the opportunity for renewal and rebirth inherited in every moment, to be a drop of cosmic rain being, rain blessing this world. So the simple wisdom is just to go with the flow for that one. Yeah. Okay. So
So now,
while King is taking care of the phone call, I did come in at the end of it. So the red moon, what did he say about it? You know what I'm saying? To whomever may remember.
The red
Yeah.
moon, is, let's see where it is. I just had it pulled up.
And it's right there too. Or is something else you're looking at? Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing mad research, dive deeping pretty much.
Okay. I like
I
it.
I'm back.
Mhm.
So I like the way y'all conversing on everything, because at least we got something to talk about other than football and bullshit that don't really mean nothing. And I'm not down in none of the sports because it's all entertainment, but that's what we realize, that it's only entertainment. So if you want to be entertained, you could utilize it for that matter, but you're not caught up into it to where that's only all we talk about. We get together, we talk about football, we talk about women and everything. Let's get out of that way of thinking, because if you get caught up into that all the time, then you ain't letting yourself elevate. I want to be able to talk to y'all about the cosmos, the flow of energy, what the moon is doing, what time we in, why is it the date. Today is 12/18/2024. We should be breaking down, we should be breaking down what all of these things mean and the times that we in, and we should keep each other privy. We might say, okay, today the moon is in this phase, we need to be doing this, or today the sun was shining from the east direction, so we need to be doing this. We need to be guiding each other on those attributes. Them the conversations that I like to have, not just regular earth stuff. We already been talking about that for years. Let's talk about something else. It's time to start changing the conversation.
I love it. I love it. King, I do have a question. I don't know if you was gonna get into some more information, but the number, the kin number, I wanted to ask you about my kin number. If you don't mind, what does it mean? I'm gonna pull it
So
up right
the
quick.
kin
Go ahead.
number, everybody was born with a kin number, and that kin number is the number that's activated on the matrix. They got a matrix that I'm gonna show y'all, and it's
Okay.
like it looked just like a system, and all the numbers is on the matrix that's in control. In this matrix, the number behind that kin number is is significant to the dates on the calendar, and it's significant to those 13 tones, which is the vibration and the tonality of these affirmations. So as the calendar go through the days and you start looking at your kin number, that kin number will allow you to predict the future of what your spirit going to go through when you master the intelligence of what the kin number mean and how the kin number is playing out on the matrix system that's attached to a galactic calendar that's playing out off of tones and the time. So when that calendar moves day by day, that kin number will be put into different situations based on those times and days, and you will be able to navigate spiritually because you understand what time it is.
Okay. And so mine is 209. So how do I are you about to go through that? Tell me what that means.
Yeah,
What's that
we
number
gonna get
209?
into that. I ain't
Okay,
gonna
okay,
jump into that right away
okay.
because we taking baby steps to get y'all
Gotcha.
familiar with the information first. So if we start getting into that, then it's gonna be kind of confusing. Once you start
Yes.
taking the steps and you understand the direction you govern, the chakra that you was created to and guided by, and you have that planet that you from, then you start understanding yourself, then you start learning about what cosmic gifts you have and the things like that. Then you start getting into the kin number and the solar seal and what they mean. But you got to first learn where you from. They taught you, if I ask you right now and say, where you from? You would say, oh, I'm from North New Jersey. What year you was born? Blah, 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 this and that. That's the physical attributes of where you was born from your mother womb and where you grew up at. You want to know where you was born in the cosmos and when God gave birth to you, because that's what really mattered, because that's the real world. The spiritual world is the real world. This physical world is just an illusion of the spiritual world, but you are in the avatar body experiencing emotion from it, because that's what the universe allowed you to do, and God allowed you to come into this reality to having it to have a experience. So you have an experience in the avatar body that allow you to harness the emotion. Just like I tell people, you're not really touching the objects that you're touching, you are sensing these objects. You have sensory triggers in your body that allow you to sense, to touch, to smell, and all of these type of things. But we not physically touching it. Like these things are not a physical object that's in the reality to for real, is a simulated reality. So we only sensing and seeing the molecules of this particular object forming on a molecular plane, but it's a simulation of it. And the only reason why it appear to be real is because you have a sense of emotion that allow you to touch these objects, and then your logical sense in your mind is telling you that this object.
Ike weed, I forgot it. Ike weed, I forgot it.
Your logical sense is telling you that these objects are real when they really not. So that's a whole nother manipulation, because you don't even understand the real between what's real and what's not. You saw Neo in the Matrix before he took the pill. They said you could take the red pill or the blue pill. That man took the pill and he started waking up to who he really was, because he understood that he was in a simulated reality and that these objects are not real. So when you are when you're not awake, you start taking this reality as it's being real, and you start connecting your physical body to it too much, to where you lose sense of your spiritual self. And that's what the people that's manipulating us want us to do, is to lose touch with our spiritual self and operate in the physical sense, so they could control you through these different matrix systems that they put together. So you got to understand that this is an illusion. Once you accept the fact in your mind that this is an illusion, you're going to start separating the microns in your body from micro to macro. That's how we see things. And it's going to allow you to elevate to a new conscious sense of being. And it's going to put you further and further into the dimension, so that way you can have more control over the physical and the spiritual reality of yourself. When they started teaching you that you was a human being, they automatically put you into a human sense, to where you are human and you can die and all these type of things. When you got death in your on your mind, because you can never die. Death is not even real. So if you have that, then you're going to start fading away, because you're going to start growing older, and then your body is going to go with whatever you say. If you say you this age, your body is going to formulate to that, because that age has already been repeated. The earth is so many years of age that when you start speaking those ages, you start speeding up your geological clock to match that time stage, because your spiritual self is saying that you want to be at that age. So now you start being your own demise. If you say you was 18 right now, and you reprogram your body to believe you 18, your body would start aging in reverse. So it's all metaphysical programming. And they programmed you metaphysically with the birthday to believe that this is your particular birthday. So that way you could start growing old with the years that they created to follow on the Gregorian calendar. This Gregorian calendar is making you age, because they could speed up time whenever they want to. So you got to understand the power that we have as gods and goddess, because we can't let them make us grow old, because we don't understand who we are and all of this type of stuff. Is we gotta start moving totally different. Like, we gods and goddess, we got the power over everything. God said he gonna give you he gonna give you dominion over everything. And when he said that he was going to give you dominion over everything, what he meant by that is that you're going to have control over every molecule that exists on the planet. And by you having control over that, you have the commandment to command these molecules to come into your life. You have that power right now. So you got to start using that power. We can't let these matrix systems that these people created be the demise of our being and start making us age, because we have that in our belief system. That's a problem. We getting out of that. We not even sitting up here playing around by no shape, form, or fashion. So I'm gonna just let some more of you guys go and everything, so that way you can have a better understanding. But you got to really wake up to who we are. Clyde Sherman, I see you. How you doing? Welcome to this extravagant awakening. Right now, we are talking about awakening into the fourth dimension. So everybody could stop being manipulative. They could stop being manipulated by the third dimension, and that's the physical plane of creation. And they feel like they don't have no control over the physical plane of creation because they being manipulated by wave spells and different um geological constructs that's create matrix systems and different monarchies that's inbounding their spiritual sense of being. So we waking up from that. We not letting the individuals that have the same physical attributes of us control us in the simulated reality that God gave us dominion over. It can't happen. You will be not being yourself by letting these beings control you and your every essence when God already spoke dominion over you and over everything that's created. You would just be walking in the lower level because you don't have no conscious sense of yourself. That's what's happening. They took you from being a God to a human. And once you human, you're gonna be humane, and humane is to be controlled and to be present. You don't want to be present no more. So let's do a couple more while we on here, because I know a couple more people want to say their stuff. So who else want to go and display they solar seal and kin number?
Peace, Gladstone.
Huh?
Peace, God. This is Gladstone.
Okay, that mean that you logged in with somebody else that's on Zoom too, and you guys are in the same room because you have an echo. So you're gonna have to move to another room.
Okay, yeah, my wife, she just turned hers down. Sorry about that.
Okay, and how you think I know that? See how you can know things? I don't have to be there to know what's going on, and that's from experience. Experience is the best teacher. I didn't know you and her was in the same room, but I knew when that thing started echoing like that, it's a problem. So that's why I'm saying once you master certain things, you could assimilate what's going on. So okay, I'm ready. God, what is it?
March 8th, 1976,
Okay, March.
according to the paperwork.
Exactly. That's what I say. Because it's just a reference. It's not really your birthday. They can't decode what your birthday is because they don't know when you entered the cosmos. It's just a reference point. That's all we could use it as. So as long as you keep saying you this age, it's going to keep creating aging. I don't know how old I am. I know I'm billions of years old, but I'm not this age that they putting on me and trying to program with me. With my birthday, it's coming up in the next few days. I don't never go by that. I'm not going by that shit. That shit is an aging system. I'm not even in tune with that.
Amen.
The funny thing is, it's when I think our birthdays are when we last had access to all the information in existence. I
Exactly.
think that's
That's
what it
right.
is. I think
You
I
right
think the
about
birthday
no,
is
you
when
right,
we
Dwayne. You
decided
right.
to lower our. There's so many ways you
Exactly.
could say it, but y'all get what I'm saying because you
Yeah,
guys are
totally.
awakening to this.
You right. That's when your birthday was, when you decided to come to this earth and everything and lower your godly essence to a lower vibration so you
Experience.
could
It's an
be into
experience
this body.
to experience the other experiences in a different way. It's totally psychedelic, but
Yes.
continue.
Okay, so now we have your beautiful blue storm, and your tone is cosmic. So I want you to read your affirmation. Your kin number is 39.
Okay, your galactic affirmation is I endure in order to catalyze transcending energy. I seal the matrix of self generation with the cosmic tone of presence. I am guided by the power of abundance. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me.
Wow, that's deep. So what this means is that I could bring you around me and we could sit in the room, and being that you guided by the power of abundance, you're going to bring in abundance. I might be guided by the power of order. I might be guided by the power of elegance or essence, where I'm guided by the power of elegance. I could make things look beautiful and beautified and all of that. So,
Formality, that is hilarious. I
yeah,
represent the playful willness, the creative side, the outside the box thinking. You illustrate stability and order and basically it's the shapes that make up what is beauty. And then he would be the
yes,
one who would bring that and retrofy its colors. So basically enhance it.
absolutely.
Self-generation, see? Tone of
So
presence.
it's
Yep.
and the only way you're gonna know that is knowing who you're around. So when you're able to know what your solar seal and your cosmic kin is, then you know who you around. See, we got two ways of being a disseminator of that. You could say, okay, I know if I'm around a Capricorn or a Gemini, we know who we around physically on Earth and the characteristics. But then now you could tell if those characteristics going to be the same if you around that person in the cosmos. Now you can know a person on Earth with those attributes because the characteristics is being displayed from their human sense. And then these characteristics is being displayed from their spiritual sense. So you could tell who you around because you can know a person inside out after knowing this information about them. So when I said about our brother, he in abundance, his wife will receive a lot of abundance from him because he got the power of bringing the wealth because he got it by the power of abundance. So when you put him around anybody, he gonna automatically bring the money in, and whatever they attributes is, that's what they gonna share collectively. So when I know that I need to bring wealth around me, and I know somebody's solar seal and they powered by abundance, I bring them on. And everybody that was around me that was powered by abundance, they increased the wealth flow because them having the abundant sense, it brought the abundance around me because they could have the knowledge to bring in abundance, they could have this and that, blah, blah, blah. So when you start putting these individuals together, it's like putting transformers together. This transformer able to do this transformer able to do this. And when we bring these individuals together and we know each other in the cosmos, we could take over the earth easy because now we got certain attributes that's needed to sustain certain things on the earth. Okay, Miss
Amen.
Harris, we're gonna read yours next. I want you to read your cosmic gift. So you from the blue cosmic storm. So let's go to the blue storm right quick. You right here. You from the blue storm tribe. So we click on the blue storm tribe and let's see where you from. So it say that you govern the west direction and your magnetic tone is transformed, and it say that you govern by the root chakra, and Tamara was governed by the root chakra as well. So y'all share the same chakra sense. And then you from the planet Pluto. Pluto is connected to the crown chakra, which is in Mount Shasta. The crown chakra is Mount Shasta, located in California. And it's funny that they got an underground tunnel underneath Mount Shasta, that's connected to the planet Pluto, and they got a trap door that's governing the Pluto energy. It's so much dealing with Pluto. It's amazing. Like I got so much research and knowledge on these planets and the way everything connect in these different chakra points. It'll blow your mind. That's why I said these spiritual classes is different from other people's spiritual classes because you're going to really learn something and really wake up, and you're going to be able to apply these spiritual teachings in your everyday life. I'm not just teaching you about the Bible and all this type of stuff, and I don't have nothing against it. I'm teaching you about what was created before the Bible even came into play, and that's the existence of a being, a spirit. That's what you need to learn before you start reading scripture and all that. How you gonna learn scripture and you don't even know who the hell you are? You reading different codes during different times of words that's being programmatic into your being, but you don't even know who you are as a being. How can you study information and you don't even know yourself? To know thyself is to be in control. So let's read your cosmic gift. Go ahead.
The gift of your cosmic identity is to be an alchemist of energies, an awakened thunder being, an expression of electric passion and purpose, an embodiment of stillness and stillness dancing, an empowered self-generator. As Blue Storm, you have the capacity to be an activator of transformation and to be a lucid world changer and to be an agent of circulation, renewal, breakthrough, and freedom, and to honor catharsis and upheaval as potent forces of cleansing and clearing, and to ascertain the vital role of vibration in shaping realities, and to access the force of your inner spark as your ultimate source of power, and to unleash the lightning of your soul and the calm resilience of your presence, and to be the I am of the eye of the storm. Wow.
Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. That's deep, very deep. That's a beautiful passage. So when you read your cosmic gift, you start learning about yourself. So they saying in your cosmic gift that you have the power to break through freedom. Why you think that it say to be an agent of circulation, renewal, breakthrough, and freedom? You are so in tune with this birth certificate and freeing yourself from the matrix and stuff like that. So when you start looking at these things, you already on the path of resilience that you was put on and that you was created as the being to be. And I know from all the time I known you and your wife, I could pretty much say that that's you inside out, because it's revealing itself and everything is going to be revealed right here on what you need to do to move forward so you could get out of that 1260 time loop. A lot of people wonder why they not getting the wealth that they want to get, they not getting the opportunities. It's because that loop keep looping you back. Once you get out of that loop, everything going to flow precise and synchronized. And the crazy part about it is that we've been seeing these numbers that been coming up out of nowhere. Like ever since the 11 and 11, people have been seeing all of these different number patterns that's showing up in their life, but they don't understand that those are your spiritual guides trying to connect you back to your spiritual self, because it's time. The earth met its core. The planet is connecting back to the cosmos again to where it become one force. These people done separated us from the cosmos, so they separated the time dimension between our thoughts on earth and the time dimension between our thoughts in space. So being that they created separation, they took the time clock of continuation and put it at a halt, because we are the ones that's in the middle that allow the energy to keep flowing relevantly. And without us thinking and having a clear mind, we are imbounded by the energy that we around. So they automatically knew by separating us with religion and everything that they was going to separate us from being beings that we are, because they created the religion. The Pope and the Vatican is separating people. During the time of the Vesica Pisces, it was the age of Pisces. We in the age of Aquarius. They knew that they was going to start separating man and woman, because they was going to create a way that they take control of the woman by separating her from the man, by making the man look weak. So they knew that if they come into power and they carry a certain skin tone and they empowered, that the women was going to be manipulated by that skin tone and they going to be in control, and the women are going to go where the control is, because they don't want to be without, because the women are the nurturers of the babies, so the babies got to be taken care of. So if these individuals with that particular skin tone are in control, then they know that they can manipulate the woman because the woman just want to feed the baby and be nurtured and taken care of. And if the man can't take care of the woman, then she gonna go to the ones with the color. And them the same ones that's manipulating us through years and years and years. It's mankind. We know what's going on here. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at Leviathan, the Leviathan put a veil over people and started making them follow religion. And when the people started following religion, they lost themselves as a god. They came to this planet to be ruler gods. They didn't come to this planet to be played with. You see what I'm saying? So, like with me, I'm a master builder. It's my job to deliver this information to you guys. That's what I was put on the planet to do, to deliver information and to be a governor of this realm of reality. So I've been in this reality 22 times already. So I already did research on my past life, on who I was and how many times I incarnated into a life body, and this is my 22nd time and everything. So I know from all of them times coming to Earth where I'm at. I just needed to be waking up by certain memory triggers that already been activating and allow me to keep going. Even when I leave this realm and reincarnate into another body, I'm gonna continue my work again until this earth is settled. And that's what we doing. We are reincarnating into another body, but we put memory triggers on the planet to remember the work that we was doing before we incarnated into this new body. But when you start over as a baby, they wiped out your memory, and then you got to come through the woman womb, which is the portal into this dimension, and start all over again. So eventually we're not going to have to do that because the time continuance is connecting. The earth already met its core, and that was in the spiritual, meaning that we already are moving on a warship to where the ship is moving through time and everything. And the ship that we on is called Earth. And the earth is governed by a terra crystal at the bottom, which is the pineal gland, and it's shaped like a rainbow bridge, and you can see it from the northern hemisphere. So as we move on this warship, we moving into evolution, and the earth already met its core. So that means that whatever you think on the physical plane become in existence more faster because the timeline of thought is meeting the physical aspect, meaning that the subatomic attributes and the molecular level of the attributes are coming together to create one physical plane. So subatomically, we have the essence of the spirit, and molecularly, we have the essence of the body. So when you bring the molecular and the subatomic degrees of two atoms and two molecules together, you start having the prime connection between the matrix of the cosmos and the matrix of the earth coming together and combining. So that means that whatever you think about within your mind and the thought become a frequency, the earth and the spiritual realm is already connected, so it's going to allow that thought to manifest even faster before we connect it back into the earth again, and the earth met its core because it did a 26 year cycle, which is the evolution of time, and it did it a few times during this whole reality. So now that we went back through a whole 26 cycle of continuance, the earth met its core and stopped spinning. So when the earth met its core, the earth connected back to the cosmos again and became one physical plane. And the people don't understand that because they was brainwashed. So they knew that when the earth met its core, whatever you think about, you was going to be able to manifest at the speed of thought. And they didn't want that to happen because they didn't want people manifesting things because they won't depend on the governments and the physical attributes of man. They're going to start depending back on their godly sense, and they're going to start taking over because God can manifest anything more than physical man. So they don't want you to go back to God because you're going to walk into your true essence. They want you to depend on the government. They want you to depend on the physical man of whatever he created that you might need, They scared if you go back into your God essence. That's why they keep trying to poison you with these different things. They did the Ebola virus, anthrax, COVID-19, all these type of things. They tried to kill you with the AIDS virus. They tried killing you with World War One, two. They started putting fluoride in your water, poisoning you. Now they putting GMO in your food. These people are doing everything to get rid of you as a being because they fear you when you take control of your spiritual self. Once you walk in the spirit, they gonna fear you in the spirit because they can't see what you're doing. These people are operating from a third dimensional mind. We operate from fourth dimension and above. We start off from the first dimension. Then we go to the second, and then we go to the third. When you a baby, you start off in the first dimension. As you become a teenager, you go into the second dimension. When you become an adult, you understand in third dimension that you have these things that's possessive over people, they possessive over money, they possessive over materialism, and these things are the essence that's controlling people, and you become conscious aware that these things are in control, and the people allow it to be their God because they start worshiping these materialistic things, and then they idol from the real God, which is the most high, and then they worshiping these material things on the third density and everything. And then when these demons that operate on third density see that they can manipulate you, they harness on and become energy vampires, and they start governing your thoughts and controlling you because you worshiping all um the physical pleasures of what they put in front of you, all the physical pleasures that they put in front of you. Some of these physical pleasures was created to manipulate you. So when you get into the third dimension, and the third dimension is the physical plane of creation, that's the plane that all the atoms exist on. That's when you start getting caught up into the tomb, and it start controlling you. So when you understand that the Earth met its core in 2012, that the Earth was spinning on the y-axis, and 2012 was when the Earth met its core. That's when we started activating and going into fourth density, and we increased our knowledge as beings, and we entered a new hyper state of consciousness. So when the Earth met its core during that time, that allow you to think of whatever, and it manifests at an instant. So right now, the 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 um the plane of existence is wide open. So let's just say everybody on here start thinking the same thing, and we start creating a community group and start building it up with everybody that know about their solar cells, they kin numbers, they walking in the cosmos. We could start controlling the timeline. Right now, they using television, they using different matrix systems to control the timeline, because if you get a certain group of people that's have faith or belief rather, which is a false construct, into one thing, they can make it become reality. So when they take everybody and put you in front of a television program, if you take that television program as being real and everybody take it as being real, whatever's on that television program is going to come into this reality. So if they could use the television, which is a frequency, to manipulate your thoughts at one time collectively, that's what they're going to do. So they manipulating the whole world through the tell of vision, and they making everybody follow a certain creed that's not awake. So when they start doing that, they already took you away from having the thought pattern to manifest, because you following the creed that they got everybody in. But when you bring everybody back to this information, back to their God self, and they thinking on this level, and everybody start thinking on this level, they lose the control, because we are vibrating at the fourth density, and they still in third density with the rim of materialism. We pass materialism because we understand that God gave us dominion over all things that's in this reality. So any molecule that's physical or not physical, we have control over. When you don't grasp that into your being, that means you allowing these different objects to take control of you, and you're going to be easily manipulated into a third density. And then you might go all the way up and get caught back up into third density, and then they bring you back down, and then the demons start feeding off your energy because they start putting different people that might be at a lower vibration, because like attract like. So if they get you to a lower vibration, then they could bring other people that they already manipulated into a lower vibration, and those people bring negative energy to you because you don't know that these archons is grabbing on to your spiritual energy and making these people bring negativity around you because they scared to lose you, because you was one of their biggest clients that they grabbed onto, and they was able to control you. Then when God put his hand on you, he slapped the shit out of all of them and say, get off of him. Back. And then once they get off of you, they don't want the rod of God to come no more, because now you raising your vibrato, your frequency to think on the level of God. So you are sending your root chakra from the bottom all the way through the top. So these archons can't get to you, because once you have a heart and you have a throat and you have a third eye and you have vision, they can't get you back to the root chakra, because you start seeing all the manipulation, because when this third eye is open, they can't get nothing past you, because you see that shit in the spiritual before it becomes physical. That's why you need to understand how these molecules are playing out into this reality. That's why I was mentioning earlier that you have to open your chakras. You have to, because if you don't open your chakras, you're not going to be able to control the energy that you have in your body that you're able to use. That's why you're being manipulated right now. These archons are energy that's alive, and but they evil demon energy that's being manipulated by 6 and 5G frequencies to make them do things that they don't even want to do. They using these cell phone towers as energy buffers to boost the energy, because you got to think about it like this: these archons and these beings are feeding off your energy. Your energy is more radiant than any 5G and 6G tower. So being that beings are waking up and becoming gods, these archons can't feed off your energy no more. So they had to create an artificial energy that they could feed off. But then in order for it to work, they had to get you attached to it. So they created the cell phone. And then after the cell phone was created, is this wave that send the messages across. And then they able to take the energy from this cell phone and manipulate you, because they got control over that frequency. And that's why so many people are attached to this Google, this cell phone. They can't keep it out their hand and everything, and they steadily being manipulated because these archons need that artificial energy in order to assimilate the things and the destruction that they trying to inbound on you. So you start sitting up here thinking, why they created 5G, why they created 6G. They didn't create 5G and 6G so we could have fast internet or fast phone delivery. They created it because the guys that they bow down to said that they can no longer feed off the energy of the humans, that they needed artificial energy. So they creating the artificial energy from those cell towers, giving these archons the power to exist in this reality even longer. So you got to understand those things, and have an open mind forward. And when you open up your third eye, you're going to start seeing it as clear as I do, because then you're going to start speaking like me, and you're going to understand my third eye is open because I worked on it. I could go right now. I got a system that I created that allowed me to know what chakra it is for today. Once you know what chakra it is for today, you could go and play the frequency for that chakra and start tuning that chakra up. For years, I've been tuning my chakras up different ways, through color, through frequency, eating right, and everything. So when I learned all of these things, I open my chakras so the energy could flow the right way and I can increase my being. So I've been working on that ever since I was awake. You understand? And this is what I'm teaching to you. So it start by having these degrees of knowledge that say, okay, today the root chakra, because this system will show you the chakra every day is amazing. So once you know the chakra, then you go right to YouTube and you might say pure tone throat chakra, and you listen to that shit for 30 minutes out your day. All you hear is the resonant frequency of the chakra. And it feel good to you. And then you go the next day, and it might be the the third eye chakra, and then you put on a pure tone for third eye. All of this is being felt because it's a vibration. So it start opening the blocks that was in your chakra. And after doing that for so many days, you're gonna start tuning the chakras like an instrument. And like I said, the body is an input output system. So the output system of the chakras is going to start outputting that energy from the chakras and allow you to subatomically create that aura around you, to where now you're going from a white light root chakra aura to a green heart aura to a purple crown aura. And that's when you walking in the essence, because that aura can never be manipulated, because those individuals that vibrate at that lower density, they can't come all the way up to you. They could see you, but they can't touch you. They could be looking at you face to face, but they can't even harm you because you're on a whole nother octave. They could literally shoot a gun at you with your crown chakra, and that bullet will zip right past you, and they pointing it directly at you because they not on the same frequency as you, so they can't harm you. Why you think when Neo was in the Matrix, he was able to dodge the bullets and they was going right past him? Because he was on a different frequency. Just because we are in the same room don't mean we on the same frequency. Don't let that go over your head. And that was some real jewels right there. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is this: the creation, the source, and the energy is what you need to be studying. So let's get back into it before we get a little off. But that was a message that needed to be felt. So we're gonna do one more person. And Harris, you was asking, so you up next. You ready, Harris? I'm a
Your Royal Highness, I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
okay.
My fault. I was in the next room listening to you.
Okay, let me plug your information in, so that way we could decode you. What's your
Thanks for
birthday?
inviting me, Royal Highness.
Oh, you welcome. You very welcome. So, cause like right now, this is the real me. Like a lot of people see me, but they don't never hear me talk like this because I don't show everybody this. This is not something that I just walk around and show. I do it when the universe call on me to do it, because it's certain times that the universe want me to reach the people. And right now is a very sensitive time because we have a lot of war in the Middle East, and they know when it's peace in the Middle East, because the Middle East is where a lot of things resonated from. That was when Enki from the Anunnakis first touched down, and the Anunnaki started building civilization in the East. So these Jesuits that was genetically created came into this reality, and they figured out that they had the power to take over. So they created matrix systems to take over. So they created a monarch, which is a fake royal system. So all them royals that's in in the UK and all of them fake royals, they not royals. They can't be royal. You had to be birthed from a cosmic sense in order to be royal. To be royal means to be royal on earth and in the cosmos, because you a cosmic king and the cosmic queen. These people is not royals. These people was casted here by a spell. So they genetically created, and they created a whole matriarch of royals that's putting together a system to unbound man using the manipulation of mankind. We not doing that. because we already know who they are. We know what type of system they set up, and we know what they did. So they can't sit up here and play with us with that. We're not being manipulated by that. So let's plug your birthday in. I'm ready.
10/16/97.
10/16/97.
October 16,
Yeah.
97.
Mhm. So let's see. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Oh wow, you the white solar bridger too. We got two bridges over here. Y'all might be the same solar seal, but the kin number is going to be different, and then the chakra might be different. So y'all carry the same solar seal. So you could read that solar seal right now. You could read your cosmic kin is 126, and then your galactic affirmation. You could read it right now.
I pulse in order to equalize, realize opportunity. I seal the store of death with the solar tone of intention, and I'm guided by the power of spirit.
Wow. So you had a power of spirit. So these the solar seals. So I mean the tone. So it say that your tone is intention. So look at this. You could go to this tone over here, right? So you could look at all the tones. Your tone is solar. So you got tone 9. So you could click on the solar tone 9, and then you could read this what it means. But let's go to your gift. We ain't even get into the tones yet because that's a whole nother talk. So let's go into the white bridger right here, your tribe. Out of all the 20 tribes, everybody got a tribe that they from. This is allowing you to know where you from in the cosmos. The only way you're going to navigate through this reality is if you know where you was from in the cosmos. That's why people having a hard time. So let's read your cosmic gift, because you it say that you the throat chakra. Let's ask Armand what was his Armand, what would, because you the world bridger too. What was your chakra? Was it the throat chakra?
Throat. My was throat chakra.
Okay, so y'all have the same chakra. What planet you was from?
Mars.
Okay, Mars. So it's the same. So y'all cosmic brothers. Y'all have the same cosmic DNA. It's crazy. Cosmic DNA is more powerful than the physical DNA. You could say that these people that you was born with is your physical family, but your cosmic family is your real family that you was birthed to before you even came to Earth. So read your cosmic gift.
My cosmic gift. The gift of your cosmic identity is to be interdimensional, a bridge between the seen and unseen, and esmeri or ismeri, or of the
It's an
neutrality,
emissary.
emissary of the neutrality, and an agent of the connection, a holder of the cynic change or cyclic change, and a
Yeah.
white bridge world bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. As a white world bridger, you have the capability of to interweave
You have the
realities to go.
capacity. It
Oh, the
say you have,
capacity.
yeah, take your time and read it so the words could resonate. You don't have to rush. Take your time on the words. Let your vibration be felt with the words that you speak. So take your time. Go ahead.
Okay. As white world bridger, you have the capacity to interweave realities to go beyond belief and of limitation, to let go of what no longer serves you or no longer serves, to continually shed concept of self in order to be renewed, to surrender attachments, receiving the death of any cycle, relationship, or endeavor as an opportunity to, wait, I'm sorry, as opportunity for new phases to emerge, to contemplate the wisdom of imperance, I'm sorry, impermanence as
Yeah,
inspiration
impermanence.
to live this moment to the fullest, to behold our collective mortality as the great equalizer, each of us, but as precious threads and ageless tapestry of the universe to walk in this world as a living link of your ancestors, carrying eons of life in your cells, in your DNA, and in your consciousness. As
Yeah,
Gandhi
you
said,
did.
live as you were to die tomorrow, learn as you were to live forever.
You did
Direction
good.
north. Okay.
That was
Okay,
great.
that's tough.
So basically, you take things that's old and make them new again and everything, because that's what death really is, the death of relationship cycles and everything, because can't nobody die. So death is not even mortality. Like you can't die. The only thing that
And I
could
was
die
thinking that.
is
That's
things that you don't no longer want to be a part of you. That's it. That so it's not no death like what they talking about and all that type of stuff. So we definitely could get out of that way of thinking and everything, because that's not even a facet right now. So we not getting into that. We not looking at death as the way that we was programmed to look at death. So we're gonna look at it totally different from a godly spiritual standpoint and everything. So I just wanted some of y'all to go over some of y'all things so that way you can know who around you and what's what. Because when I look at everybody's solar cell and they kin number, I automatically know what I'm dealing with and who I'm around and what's what. I mastered this information. So it's fun for me to see it because then I know y'all. Like I know who you are. And then you giving me your birthday. So now I know you in the physical with the characteristics of your zodiac. So I know you twice. And getting to know somebody is
Your,
knowing. So that's deep in
your Royal
itself as
Highness,
well. Yes, sir.
can you do mines? This is Sherman in Ghana.
Oh, oh, sure, definitely. Let's do yours, Sherman. How you doing?
Man, it's been a crazy day. People been calling me all day, connecting with me. They want to do a documentary on me. They want to shoot it on Sunday.
Oh, that's great. So what's your birthday?
Oh, that's it.
Congratulations. What's your
02, 02, 02, 1962.
wow, that's
And I'm
beautiful.
62.
That's so beautiful. You have a real code in your birthday.
My grandfather that I'm named after was born 02, 02, 1902.
Wow, that's deep. So it say that your kin number is 95 and you the blue self-existent eagle and your tone is self-existent. And you could read your attributes, read your galactic affirmation. You see it?
Hold it. Let me see. Uh, okay. Your galactic affirmation I define in order to create, measuring mind. I seal the output of vision
Wow.
with the self-existing tone of form. I am
Wow.
guided by the power of magic. I am a polar kin. I convert the blue galactic spectrum.
Wow, you a polar kin. That's deep. So that means that you are in touch with the magnetic poles, north, south, east, and west. That's so deep. And then it say your galactic affirmation and all of that. You say that every morning when you wake up. So every morning when you wake up, you want to keep saying this, and then you're gonna start seeing the magic of it. It ain't for you to really figure it out. It's gonna start taking precedence in your life. People gonna start giving you more. You're gonna start living abundantly. Things gonna be synchronized. Certain things you want to happen is gonna start lining up because now you are synchronizing yourself with the proper time. When you look at these Gregorian calendar, the cosmos is not following that. Nature is not following this calendar. So I don't give a damn how the only thing that they put this time on was the seasons when because they knew that if they attach these particular time frames to the equinox. Like you have the winter solstice, you have the summer solstice, the spring and the fall solstice. That's the only thing that this time frame is connected to, and then make you think that nature is following it because these seasons happen at these times. But the nature was the one that created these seasons during those times. They just matched the calendar up to follow it. So it looked like nature following the calendar, but the calendar following nature. So nature is doing what it wanted to do. So do you have to wake up every day and water the grass for the grass to grow? The nature has a mind of her own. Nature is growing older and more consciously without you even doing anything. So we need to be following nature and Father Cosmos and Mother Nature and not following these Gregorian calendar. So they knew automatically to put you in alignment with that so they could control you with that calendar. And then you start thinking it's something of the earth when it's really not. So the time that Mother Nature have is totally different from the time that these people are putting in front of you because they can't control nature. I don't give a damn how much reference you think you have. Nature going to do what it want to do because there's no one in control of it because it's conscious in its own sense. So we need to follow those times and not the times that they put before us. So let's go to your blue self-existent eagle. You from the blue eagle tribe. So let's go to Blue Eagle. So we on Blue Eagle. You could read your cosmic gift. It's funny that you got the gift of vision. I could take you with the gift of vision and our brother with the gift of abundance and put y'all in the same room, leave y'all there for a few hours, and he gonna bring the money, you gonna create the vision, and y'all could go into business together and make something happen. Y'all both will be wealthy as hell just off of me bringing y'all together, and y'all ain't even know what attributes y'all had together. You
Wow.
understand what I'm saying? So this is how this works. When you know someone's solar cell and you know they can, and you bring two people together, one might have vision, one might have this, one might have that. I promise you, I already did it. I did it. I did a experiment with this to where I brought a bunch of people in the Zoom together and I had each of the people go over their solar cell and their kin number. I wrote down everybody's solar cell and their kin number all the way down to the last people. We had like 50 people to 100 people on there. It took all night. We didn't get off of there to 3 in the morning. Ain't nobody even want to hang up. When I do lives, people don't, when I do a Zoom, people don't want to get off because I give out relevant information. We was hanging out, people eating and we chilling and everything, going over our stuff. That night, I was able to take everybody and put them into different groups. I separated them. I put some people on this project, some people on this project. We got the foundation project. We got the water project. We building a city. We doing all of these different things. And I put people on different projects based on their solar cell. And when I put the people together, all of them got work done, and you saw the money that was about to come. You see what I'm saying? So when you know these attributes, it's easy to put things into alignment because then you could say, okay, you govern this direction. Your chakra is this. You came from this planet. And then you come back to the earth and say, your astrological sign, excuse me, is this. You carry these characteristics. When you start putting that together, you know how to pair people up properly, and then you're going to get good results because you understand the people around you. So when you start seeing these individual solar cells, it's good to start paying attention because whatever the attribute says, that's what these individuals hold. And that's what they don't want
So,
you to know. Once we put all these people together and everybody know they soul and kin, it's over with. We taking
so
the
Your
earth.
Highness,
So I want you to read your cosmic gift right quick.
okay. The gift of your cosmic identity is to be an
Hey, emissary,
seminary, emissary, excuse
emissary.
me, thank you. A seminary of sky mind, one who soars above the boat, beholds the big picture, a believer in the boundless, an agent of innovation, ingenuity, As a blue eagle, you have the capacity to be a visionary, to see and believe in the potential of that which is not yet manifested, to penetrate the mysteries of the mind, to look into your life and our world from a vast, timeless perspective, to offer new insights to the collective, to unify your mind with the planetary mind, with the telepathically open to Earth's consciousness and callings, to create what is uniquely yours to create, to be daring in your service and focused in your intentions, to boldly give flight to your dreams. So does this mean what I want to do with HIV eradicated in Africa and cleaning the water, the mining problem they have here with the new microbes I have, and all the technology that I have right now that you just given me this insight of who I am, and you said I'm one of them Anunnaki people, if I put all that together, that's my dream. But it involves eradicating HIV globally, specifically for Black people, because I think they targeted Black race to be the guinea pigs for the pharmaceutical industry. And this technology ruins the existing pharmaceutical industry because it creates medicine that works on removing viruses. It's not about a service. It's about quality of life enhancement. And then I'll be able to do organ transplant with this medicine because I'll know how to use HIV to turn off the immune system and then use goat's organs, which are just like ours, to do replacements of organs. And that's what was told to me how I'm supposed to make money. But the HIV technology, block fusion, I have to give it away. And I've been here on 2 years and 9 months on faith alone with no funding, surviving. And when I met you at that show, now that I'm a fashion model at 5'8", at 62 in Ghana, which is totally a miracle. Everything about meeting you, Your Royal Highness, has been a miracle, and put me on this Zoom around all these other people that have these skills, and this listening and reading on who I am, it's empowering me. So I don't know who else is on the Zoom, but my name is Clyde Sherman, and I'm number one on Google. And now I got the Holy Ghost, and now I got this, and now I got all these tools. And they just had a big election. And my mission here is to help Ghana first with their HIV problem. But the US has an HIV problem from 2009. African American women between the ages of 18 and 35 are the leading carriers. And Black people only make up 13% of US population. However, our women are the sickest. And when them women have babies, that's 18-year customer for antivirals. And they're loving it. And it's like that in Ghana. Ghana's numbers right now for the women between 15 and 25 are leading carriers of HIV than any African country. And Ghana doesn't have that many big population. And nobody's doing anything. And I think the technology that God gave me in 2003, and I just wasn't ready, is ready to come out. It's block fusion, kills HIV in 3 days. It goes after it totally differently and use the immune system of a goat. 98% like a human, but 10 times more powerful than ours. The goat has a special antibody called polyclonal, and the whole objective of killing a virus, especially created by man. These viruses are all created by men. They're all in the lentivirus family of viruses. The lentivirus family of viruses consist of HIV, Ebola, bird flu, cancer, diabetes, hepatitis, malaria, tuberculosis, MS, COVID, influenza. My medicine kills all of them in 3 days with no negative side effects, and the medicine belongs to God. I just borrow something from the goat's immune system, purify it, and give it to a human. And it knows how to recognize it. And you're going to hear this term man-made mutating virus, like HIV. And once you can find it, right now, humans' immune system can't find HIV. And even if they could, our monoclonal antibodies are too small to block those little things you see sticking out of a virus. They're called exterior receptors. And I don't have a degree in medicine. I went to Johnson C. Smith University in Charlotte. I'm at Omega. I got a BA in communication. The scientist, Dr. Gary Davis, taught me all this. He said the hand of God was on me in 2003. And he told me I was going to be the one to bring this medicine to the world. Pfizer offered him $2 billion in 2007 for the formula at a tabletop meeting in Kansas City. When he turned it down,
that's a super testimony. So we're gonna give you the opportunity to give that testimony to all the people, because we're gonna have a health synopsis one of these days, and we're gonna go on there. Now everybody's taking the time to learn about who they are, because you can't navigate through this reality if you don't know yourself. So now when you start getting familiar with who you are, then you're able to start navigating through the cosmos and through Earth the right way. So it say that you govern the west direction, and that you are in alignment with the crown chakra, and you from the planet Jupiter. So that's where you from, Jupiter, and you represent the crown chakra. The crown chakra is Mount Shasta in California, and that's in the west. And that's where you was at when you was living in California with Jamie Foxx in the west. So it only makes sense. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow, I do. And I really appreciate you, Ryan, taking the time and giving this. I wish I could have recorded what you just said, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna try
I'm
to retain
recording it
it.
right now on
Oh, cool.
Zoom. So I'm gonna send everybody to Zoom the video so you could have it and play it back and everything. So it's being recorded right now as we speak. So I
Yeah.
appreciate you, Sherman. I'm happy that you gave them that synopsis about what's going on and what you could do as a scientist and as a biological scientist at that, where you're able to heal different things and stuff like that. So that's beautiful. And we're going to harness that and put time and the energy into that and everything. No problem. I like that. So Robert, you was next. You said you wanted me to read your attributes, Robert. So what's your birthday, your month, date, and year?
12/2/77.
All right, hold on. Okay, what it is?
December 2nd,
Okay,
1977.
okay. Got you. Okay. So you are the red planetary Skywalker. Your kin number is 153. Your tone is planetary. So you could read your galactic affirmation, Robert.
All right. I perfect in order to explore, producing wakefulness. I seal the output of space with the planetary tone of manifestation. I am guided by the power of birth, and I'm a galactic activation portal. Enter me.
That's deep. So you govern by the planetary tone of manifestation. So I could put you in the room with Mr. Sherman and then with our brother, and he had vision and everything. Well, Sherman got the vision, he got the abundance, and you got the manifestation. If I put all three of y'all in the room, y'all will become billionaires instantly, because y'all already have it. You can manifest whatever y'all. I could say, okay, Sherman, you gonna work on the visual aspect of what you guys are doing. So he create the vision. Then I give our brother the power to work on the abundant aspect. He gonna bring the money. Then I give you the power to work on the manifestation, to bring the vision and the money into manifestation. And with all three of y'all in the room with those powers, y'all could do whatever y'all want to do. When you know about what these powers are, and you bring people together, it's like forming Voltron. And it's going to happen without y'all even putting effort into it and everything. It's just the way that the energy is aligning in the room. It's going to start doing it automatically. It's crazy. This is so deep, you wouldn't even, man, listen. I'm just telling you, I know I'm experiencing it. Y'all see how much stuff that I done did in my life and what I'm doing. This is my teaching, and I know. So I know it worked. It been working for me. So this red planetary Skywalker. So you from the red Skywalker tribe. So you could read your cosmic gift, Robert.
All right. Let's see. The gift of your cosmic identity is to be a celestial conduit, a traveler in consciousness, a luminous path cutter, a prophetic messenger, and a red walker. You have the capacity to be a pillar that unites the heavens and the earth, to extend deep roots and to activate broad antennas, to soar in the vastness of imagination while being grounded on the material plane, to discover trust in the unseen and the unknown, to voyage beyond growth edges, to hold the space of universal compassion to be an emissary of angelic presence, to be an awakening agent of the divine descent, helping anchor the frequency of the new paradigm on Earth, to courageously transcend the status quo, trailblazing into the new frontiers of perception and realization, to be an explorer of space, both inner and outer.
That's deep. So do that sound like you?
Yes, sir.
They say that you govern the east direction and that your solar, oh wow, you have the solar plex like me, and you from the planet Mars. So your chakra is in Australia, and Mr. Sherman's chakra is in California. So you from the planet Mars. So Mars and Venus sit right there neck and neck. Mars, Venus, and Pluto and Neptune are some of the main planets in the solar system, and they all have their attributes and everything. So when you study in the cosmos, you know about the planets, you know the distance between the planets, all this type of stuff will make you, man, your knowledge will be to the moon. Like you don't even understand. So with I was speaking earlier about the 10-year cycles and what we study in our 10-year cycles and everything like that. So within your 10-year cycle, you want to be studying four things every time. You want to study law, health, spirituality, and finance. So finance, law, health, and spirituality is the four pillars that you need to be studying. I don't know what you've been doing in your life and what you've been studying, but like I said, you got from 1 years old to 10 years old, from 10 years old to 20 years old, from 20 years old to 30, from 30 to 40. We measure our life through cycles of 10. So if you take this information, the finance, the health, the law, and the spirituality, and you study all four of those things for these years, you will become a master of this universe. It's nothing outside of those things that you need to study. So I don't know what cycle you on or what age you are, but if you are going on to a new cycle, you need to start planning what you're going to do. Even if you into halfway into a cycle or you just started a cycle, you need to live those next few um years or what have you, learning those information, because that's only going to make your cycles more pleasant in life to where you start living in abundance and
I'm doing that all
everything.
right now. All four right now, so currently.
Definitely. That's good. That's the mindset you need to be in, because that's what's going to make you more relevant to the reality and everything. Studying those four attributes and make you relevant to the reality. So who want me to do theirs next? Let's do Malik. Let's see who you are, Malik, in the cosmos. What's your birthday? We over here going over our galactic cells because you was born in the cosmos before you came to Earth. So everybody have a kin number in the solar cell and it's being decoded. So what's your birth month, day, and
April,
year?
April
April
15th,
15th,
15th, 1976.
15th. Wow, he's 77, you 76. These numbers is lining up. The universe like what we doing here. That's
Excuse me,
beautiful.
King.
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to say I was looking it up. The root chakra is showing that it's Mount Shasta in California. Sherman had the crown chakra and it's
Oh,
showing
oh yeah,
Mount,
my bad. The crown chakra is in Asia.
yeah.
Yeah, my bad. It's in Asia. Not I always get that confused. You right. It's I forgot what it's called. The in Asia, but it is in Asia. You right. That's the
It's
crown, the root
called
chakra.
Mount Caius.
Yeah, that's where it's in Asia. You right. You absolutely right. Thank you for clearing that up. You right. So Malik, you the rare earth, red crystal earth, and your kin number is 77. So your galactic affirmation You could read your galactic affirmation right quick.
I'm blind. Your galactic affirmation is, I dedicate in order to evolve, universalizing synchronicity. I seal the matrix of navigation with the crystal tone of cooperation. I am guided by the power of universal water. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me.
You are a
No
portal.
Diddy.
That's why you have all that information that you give out to people, and then it's fluent. It's like you was birthed with the information because you're a portal. So people come to you for information, and you the universal water. So you have flow. So let's see where you from. You the red crystal tribe. Your kin number is your spiritual number that's connected to the matrix, and then your avatar is this seal. So if you want to take over your spiritual self and your physical self, you got to master these two attributes, the solar seal and the kin number. We all was created from the cosmic galaxy. So we all connected as family from the cosmos. So that's why we got a kin, because this our soul kin. So we are kin by soul, but they made us kin by mothers giving birth and all of that. That's the second kin. Our first kin is the cosmos. So we all connected galactically, but we got to know how and where we come from. So now you the red crystal earth. So we go to red earth right here. And now this you from the red earth tribe. It's 20 tribes and everything. So this your cosmic gift. It say right now you govern the east direction. Your chakra is the heart chakra, and you from the planet Uranus. That's deep. So read your cosmic gift, because that's talking about you.
Gift of your cosmic identity is to be a synchro mystic navigator, a tracker of subtle clues and cues, a conscious instrument of the living earth force, a student of divine timing. As a red earth, you have the capacity to read the maps of living mystery, to interpret the guidance of the universe. Hold on, somebody trying to call. The guidance of the universe arising through the circumstances of the present moment. To celebrate synchronicity as the magic of natural order, to center yourself in the vitality, purity, and living wisdom of Earth's elements abundance. To collaborate with your higher self in navigating the course of your life's evolution. To align with the evolutionary spirit that is steering our culture to harmonize with our living biosphere. To synchronize your consciousness with the heartbeat of the earth. I am one with the earth and myself are one mind.
Wow. And then, so with these things right here, this is us learning who we are in the cosmos, because you got to know that you was birthed in the cosmos first. And when you know who you are in the cosmos, you can navigate through earth more heavenly and a lot better, because then you have a more clear understanding of who you are.
Yes,
So
sir.
Wow.
so
Congratulations.
so
Red
right
Earth
now
Trust.
everybody is going over their attributes, because I'm teaching them that they enter in the fourth dimension. When you got this knowledge, you enter in galactic time. Like the galactic time is 1320. And the reason why is because it's 20 tribes, and it's 20 tribes, and it's 13 let's go back, and it's 13 tones. So it's 13 tones and it's 20 tribes. So that's 1320. And then the sun rotate around the earth 13 times in a 7-day cycle. And 13 plus 7 is 20. And then when you take 20 times 13, it's 260. So it's 260 solar cells, 260 kin numbers. Everybody that was born into this reality have a kin number because that kin number represents you in the spirit, and that solar cell represents you in the physical. So if you want to take control of your avatar, you just need to understand this system and the way that this system play out into your life, because it's a unique system and everything. I ain't gonna even hold you like this is some real deep information right here. Like this right here is not to be played with, to be honest with you. Let me see. It's from the law of time. Let me see if I could find this.
Wow.
So man, listen, like this about to, y'all don't even understand what y'all about to get into. Boy, this is so beautiful. So this the law of time. You could write this website down. This going to teach you more about the information that you studying and everything. They got so much literature and everything on it. You understand? And then you're going to be more, it's going to teach you more. I wanted to show y'all the matrix system. So this right here is the matrix system. Now y'all get to see it. So let me know if y'all see this right here.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
So
we see it.
so
Yeah, I can see it.
it say now you're ready to learn about the 260 galactic ways of harmonic modular token. So let me show you this. Let me make this bigger. So this is the matrix that's guiding us. Every day you have 5 of these solar cells that line up, and these solar cells carry certain characteristics, and that's the characteristics for the day. Is a system. So my solar cell is the yellow star, and my kin number is 228. So I could go to the yellow star right here and see my kin number right here. So, and then you can see the 2 little dots that's right there. That's synchronized with the flow of energy in your body, because these solar cells going to line up and control the energy for that day based on the characteristics of those solar cells. So with my kin number being 228, I sit right here. This whole matrix chart is alive and controlling every spirit on the planet. So if you want to control the matrix, you got to understand this system. So somebody else say what they kin number is, and let's find you on this matrix chart, because everybody.
126. You was just hovering over mine.
What's yours?
126.
126. What's your solar cell?
Let me go back to the page. My solar seal was the white world bridge, and then the solar seal, my tone was 9.
Okay, so you right here. This
The
the white
kin
bridge
16.
right here. So you right here. This your kin right here. 126. You sitting right here. You see that?
Hey, let me take this. I'll be back.
Okay. You see that?
Yes.
Where you sit at? So everybody is on this matrix chart. Let me show y'all something. For example, here go to 5 units. So I want to show y'all how the calendar look too. So this the galactic calendar. So it only go up to 28 days, right? So every day we only use the calendar day as a reference. So you might say 1018, but then it's day 1. So we know that this is right here is the yellow star, this me right here. And but this kin is different from mine 228. But you could look at these lines, and these lines represent the crown chakra. So we know that today is the crown chakra, not today, because this not even the calendar that's active. They just showing you a reference. But this how I would tell, by knowing these dots and all that. I studied them, so I know how to read them. So I know these 2 lines represent the crown chakra. So if I see the calendar and I see these 2 lines automatically it's going to tell me that today is the crown chakra and I need to be listening to the crown chakra frequency. So let's see if I could show y'all a reference of what the lines mean. Who is this? Somebody got to mute up so that way we everybody could hear and stay in tune. So let me show y'all what the lines mean and everything, because I'm quite sure we got it. So, because this is very, 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 very important. When you learn what the lines mean, oh my God. So, but I want to show y'all the lines on the human holon, which is the body. Because if you look at it like that, then you're going to be able to understand what's going on. See, this is a representation of it. So this is the crown, this is the third eye, this is the throat, this is the heart, the solar plex, the sacral, and the root. You can see how these solar cells is aligned with the body and everything. And then you could look at day one, this is the crown. So, and then you could look at, let me show you, because you gotta see it on the body in order to understand what's going on with the lines. So let's do that. Let me see. Let me see if we could get the.
Your Royal Highness, you should teach this online as a professor.
Yeah, I have all of the documents related to this and PDFs and everything. I'm just going off of these things right now because I'm trying to show y'all how all of this play out into your life and how you could use these things to be able to navigate and everything, because once you learn about this, but you absolutely right and everything, I should be teaching this online to people because they need to be waking up.
So getting this right now, like over, or like you saying it, it's kind of overwhelming to me because a lot of things that everyone says,
No, I know it is. I know it because it was overwhelming to me too. So, but trust me, imagine not having nobody to explain all this to you. I had to learn all of this on my own. So I didn't have no spiritual teacher that was walking me through this but God. And I asked him a bunch of questions about this, and then all the things start coming out. So now this is all the poles right here. You could see it. So it say South Magnetic ready to develop. Then you could see, oh wow, Zimbabwe, South Magnetic. You could see all these, even Kenya and everything, Mount Fiji and all of that. So this is deep, very deep, very deep. Oh my God.
Your Highness.
Yes, sir.
So did this motivate you to create that patent, to create water out of air, solar power, that patent that you have that I think is amazing to bring water out of air, and now that's marketing that product? Did all of this help you get that unbelievable knowledge to put that patent together and make it a reality where there's so many people suffering not having water, but you have a way to bring water anywhere, converting it out of air and it's solar powered? To me, that's the most amazing thing that you told me, along with all the other things you have, and just the way we met on a humbug on my spiritual journey, 2 years and 9 months, just waiting for God to bring somebody like you. I know everyone's listening, but
no, express yourself. That's what
everybody's story is different. But I am so excited to be on this Zoom call. And the day has been almost so crazy amazing. This is the third big call I was on, where I think this 2 year, 9 months may be over, and God is now ready to take me to where I'm supposed to be, where I've been waiting patiently and maybe impatiently, unfunded. That used to really hurt why is this such a struggle and why won't anyone help me? But now the knowledge you're giving me is encouraging me to still stay with it, and it's happening. But currently, I still struggle financially, and sometimes
that's only because they put that 1260 block over you. Now you're gonna remove that 1260 block, and you're gonna start getting more and more into who you are, because you can't go inside yourself if you don't know who you are. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta understand these attributes of what's going on and everything. So I'm right now, I want to show you guys how this information play a part in the body. And I'm showing you how the human holon is what we need to be on. So I have that literature, but I didn't expect to go that deep into this today. So it caught me off guard. So I don't have nothing prepared. So I'm just going off what's out there and everything. So you guys could have a basic introduction to what's going on. But as we continue to go, we're gonna go deeper and deeper into this information. And I'm gonna bring y'all to where y'all need to be, to where you can use it fluently. But I gotta take baby steps so y'all can understand what's going on with this. I done saw them shut down so many sites related to this, and that's only because people was waking up. They did that right in front of me. I'm like, how do they shut down a website and banned it in fucking the UK? I'm like, these niggas they don't want people to wake up. They already start blocking websites and doing. They said you got to get in touch with the government to unlock that website. And I'm like, it's only a website. And that's crazy. Well, I guess to most people, it's only a website. To us, is information that's needed to be felt and everything. So let's see if we could get into the body on how this whole thing play out, because this is about to be some real deep stuff. When I show y'all how these solar cells line up with the body and all of that, man, it's so deep. And this system been around for a long time, and there's nobody that's even bringing the people up to alignment with it. That's why I'm looking. I might have to go into my paperwork and all that, because I got all the doctrine for this to be able to understand what's going on and all this type of stuff. So I'm looking for it. Hold on. Just on here, just to show y'all. Because I wanted to get into the human holon. And then, we gonna find it. We definitely gonna find the human holon.
Your Highness,
Yes, sir.
is there a way to increase your frequency? My thought is because the way I dress, the way I move now in Ghana is
No,
more
you're going to
ancestral.
increase your frequency by understanding these cycles and what's going on with this information. So this is going to allow you to increase your frequency by knowing what's going on and getting through
When you
these.
increase your frequency, do you increase your chakra? Do you increase
Your
your power? Do you
your
increase?
chakra is going to increase your frequency, because the chakras is the energy that's going in and out of your body. So that's how you're going to do that. Let's see. Okay, we there. Now we there. See how God work? God don't play no games. I just navigated and found it. And I was just surfing. So now we got what we need. This is it right here. So let's go. Let's see who all we got left. Okay. Y'all ready? Because now y'all took me deep down the rabbit hole.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay,
I'm ready.
let's dive into it. So right now, this, remember I showed y'all the line and I showed y'all that was the crown chakra, right? You see that line? Can you, is y'all seeing what I'm
Yes.
seeing? Okay,
Yeah.
so I want to make sure y'all is here with me because I'm about to go in deep with this. Hold on 1 minute. We about to go in deep. Hold on 1 minute. All right, here we go. So y'all see this line is the crown, this to receive. You see the throat is to transmit, and then the heart is the transduce, and then the solar plex is to receive, and then the root is the transmit. So you got two transmitters, a receiver and a transducer. So when you see this line, it represents the crown. When you see this dot, it represents the throat. When you see two dots, it represents the heart. When you see three dots, it represents the solar plex. When you see four dots, it represents the root. So you could look over here and see where the left hand is, and you could see this finger right here is representing the throat right here because this one dot and this solar seal is aligned with the throat, right? And then you can see the yellow hand represent the two dots, and the two dots represent the heart. So every day, these solar cells line up around the left hand, the right hand, the left foot, and the right foot. When I was telling y'all you have 10 toes, 10 fingers, the energy is flowing through them 10 toes and 10 fingers every day. And you could put your hand in the air and you could, let's say, if these two index fingers was relevant for today from the left and the right hand, I could channel the energy. So I could take my index finger and hold it up, or it might be my index finger and it might be this finger that's next to your middle finger. And then you can hold these fingers up in the air and channel the energy. Then the next day you're going to switch it. It's like a keypad to where you channeling the energy that flow from the left and the right, up and down, from your feet to your body. And when you control the flow, you releasing the energy and you bringing it back in. Because every day this energy is flowing through these particular body parts, but you got to plug into the noosphere. The noosphere is the flow of the energy. So we can know what the chakra is for today. So when we look at it, you might have this line and this line, this line and this line, and we say, okay, today the crown chakra. But it's going to tell you what chakra it is because you're going to look at the calendar and you're going to be able to tell. So I'm going to show you. Let's see if we got a picture of the calendar again. If not, we're going to find the, ooh, this is beautiful. This is what I want. Y'all see how this play a part with the body? Like this is a vehicle. You see how these solar cells, this is the input, this the matrix, this the output, this the store. So this is playing, these solar cells is in alignment with your body. Like this, man, listen, y'all don't even understand like what y'all getting into. This shit is
Wait,
beautiful.
so can you explain mine using the mine was like four dots with the line under.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. See, it's pieces that we have to go, so we can't just jump right away like that because then y'all gonna miss the whole lecture on what's what. So we gotta take our time and go through it so you could understand it. And then once we do that, then you will be able to navigate fully. So don't worry, we're gonna get y'all there. You're gonna be able to navigate through that calendar. I'm trying to get back to it so I could show y'all the way the calendar is in alignment with what we've been studying. Because I did just have the calendar up, but I didn't put so much other stuff up and everything. But we gonna get there. Don't worry. Like I said, I didn't plan on doing this Zoom today. God told me to jump on there right away and give this lecture to y'all, and that's what I did. So they caught me off guard. Let me see. I just need to find a picture of it, because then I'm gonna use that to give my lecture. Hold on, let me do this.
Randy put a picture in the chat.
What, the picture of the galactic calendar?
Yes.
Let me see.
Thanks.
Oh, that's not the picture right there. Let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the that right there is the matrix. We need that calendar that I was showing y'all. The calendar is what we need, the galactic calendar. Because that's going to show you how all of this works. We about to find it. I'm about to pull it up right now. Watch.
Your Highness.
Yes, sir.
The people on the call, does that mean that we all are Anunnaki, that tribe that you said that I was
Yeah,
in? Do we all have
everybody
that
is,
ability to
yes,
understand?
everybody is Anunnaki, but some people don't want to accept it because they don't understand and everything, but they gonna understand soon because they gonna start knowing who they are and all of that. They waking up right now. So today been awakened, a full-blown awakening, because a lot of people is waking up right now to what's going on and everything. So it's a beautiful thing. They waking up right now. All right, so let's see if we could get to this calendar real quick.
Check the chat again.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, this calendar is opening up. Oh, look what we have here. There we go. We got it. Got him. So this is what I wanted to show y'all. This is an old calendar, right? So this the galactic calendar. This the one that you need to be following. That calendar that you've been following is just a reference. So now let's go back to this. Let's go back to this because I want both of them side by side. So when I'm explaining to y'all, y'all will be able to figure it out. Okay, boom. Now, and we should have the calendar right next to it. Yeah, okay. Let me bring this over here so I could toggle back and forth. Okay, there we go. So this right here is the crown. So let's say if today was this on the calendar, it'll tell me right now that by looking at this, that it's the crown chakra. So I know to go to YouTube and put on pure tone crown chakra because the galaxy is letting me know. So how I know what it is that this right here, the crown chakra is to receive. So that day I'm receiving a download and information. So I'm operating off the crown. So the crown right here is connected to the left thumb. So the left thumb is where the energy being channeled. And then we go over here to the crown is attached to the right thumb. So now the right thumb is being channeled. Then we go down here to the crown is attached to the left big toe. So the left big toe is being channeled, and then we go to the right big toe. So the energy is flowing today through the crown and through these parts of the body. So I could channel my fingers and toes and control the flow of the energy because I know how to tap into the flow of the energy because I'm relevant with the flow of the energy for that particular day. Then tomorrow, it's going to switch. Once you keep synchronizing your body in alignment with this energy, it's going to automatically create the energy that you need to start manifesting, to start doing everything you need to do. And it's going to allow you to heal your body. So let's say over here on the calendar, we went to the next day, and you see this on the calendar. You see the line with the little ball. So we go in there with the line with the ball. We know that's the crown, but the ball on top of it. So now they with the line with the ball. So the little ball represent the throat chakra. So we know the one dot is the throat chakra. So when we go over here to the calendar, we can see that it's the crown is relevant, but it's the throat chakra though. And that's only because this crown is representing one of the tones and this representing the chakra. So now we could see that it's the throat chakra for today. So now we could go to the two dots, right? The two dots is the heart chakra and everything. Let me take this call right quick. So let me pause this for a minute with y'all, and let me just take this. I'm gonna take this call right quick, but I'm gonna put this up so y'all can read this, and I'm coming right back after I get off my call. It's only gonna be a few minutes. I don't like people interrupting me while I'm doing this anyway. So I'm gonna just put this here so y'all can read just this little bit and understand what's going on. And I'm coming right back.
Hello. Hello.
All right, we back. I'm sorry. We back on right now. So this is what we gonna do. So y'all with me, right? Everybody, we still here, we still in full effect.
Still
So
here.
Yes, indeed. This is amazing.
Yeah.
okay, all right. So what we was doing, I'm showing y'all, like when you look at this right here, you could look right here and see where the solar cells line up on the planet and everything. You could see. So each one of these is the chakra points of the earth. And these are gateways and they got numbers to it. Like the gateway that I opened up was the 13th gateway. So they told me to bring this information to the west. I was in the east. The east is in Hong Kong. It's the eastern hemisphere of the earth. So y'all was in the west in America. So they told me to bring this information from the east to the west and open up the 13th gateway. When I looked at I looked at the chakra point was the solar plex, but it was in alignment with Venus, perfectly in alignment with Venus, and that's where I'm from. So I see how all of that played a part, and then I looked at my birthday and all of that, and everything was in alignment. I'm like, wow, how is this particular planet in alignment with this monolith, which is the solar plex and everything? So all of this makes sense once you start really tapping in all the way to it. So each day you could tell what the chakra is going to be based off the numbers. So this right here is the crown, this dot is the throat, these two dots is the heart, the three dots is the solar plex, and the four dots is the root. So crown, throat, heart, solar plex, and root. So now when we go back to the calendar, you could understand what the chakra is for the day because you're going to have a chart to be able to know. So let's say if we go into day 4 and we trying to figure out what the chakra is for that day, we could go right here to our reference and say it's the solar plex chakra. So then that way you're going to go right to YouTube and type in pure tone solar plex chakra, and you're going to start listening to that frequency. And that frequency going to start opening up that solar plex chakra and allowing that energy to flow. That's how you could tell when you, because Sherman had asked earlier, what's a way to increase his energy? And I'm showing him, because most people, they know about the chakras, but that don't mean that they in order with the chakras. It's not, this not the only way to open your chakras. You could do it through colors, you could do it through harmonization and things like that, but this is the most relevant way because this is following the flow of the universe, where every day is the flow of energy that's flowing through one of these chakra points, and it's allowing you to have an absolute reference to tap in to the flow of energy and everything. So when you are on this wave, like what is showing, you're going to increase your energy to where it's open, and the wave that we talked about earlier is going to easily be able to flow through your body and all of that. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to automatically put you on that wave, on a super wave. So when you go back to the calendar and we say, okay, this the white mirror. So now we see 4 dots. The 4 dots represent the root. So now we know this on the root, and then it's going to go back to the crown chakra again, and then it's going to go back to the throat and everything. It's going to reset itself. So once you learn it, you automatically don't even have to go back because you're going to know what the lines mean and what everything means and all. And then you're going to be able to follow the calendar and everything, because these moons is significant to the moon today. Like, let's say this was 2023. So let's say if it was July 26th through August 22nd, and then we at the magnetic moon. So we know we got a magnetic moon, right? So when you at the magnetic moon, you could go over here to the magnetic tone. So, and then you start looking at the tone, because that the words that's attached to that tone is going to be relevant to the moon. So let me see where the tones was at right quick. So I want to show y'all something, because this system is so put together that it's brilliant. Like, and the Mayans put this together as a timeline. And this is the timeline we in, and the people don't know shit about it. It's crazy. So, okay, let's go back to over here. So, so these the tones, right? So this the magnetic tone one. So we could go to magnetic tone. So when we look at magnetic tone, somebody read what magnetic tone mean right quick. Anybody?
The gift of your cosmic identity is to access the power of oneness. Activate your magnetic powers. I'm sorry, can y'all hear me?
Yes, very
Yes.
clear.
Okay. Activate your magnetic powers by seeing all beings as a part of yourself, by celebrating the one life we all share, by unifying with your soul's calling, moment by moment, and naturally magnetizing what's needed to support your journey, by allowing yourself to serve the whole, by pursuing your own heart's purpose, by being inclusive, by attracting like-minded people to come together in a shared purpose, by awakening to your highest aspirations and believing in your life's purpose, by effortlessly drawing in resources and allies to assist your continual unfolding, by recognizing no separation exists between you and a boundless universe of possibility.
So this the magnetic tone, right? And this is governed by the magnetic moon. So we might say, okay, we in a magnetic moon. Now we know that the magnetic tone is operating with the magnetic moon. And then we got a lunar moon, we got the electric moon and all that. And this is what's going on with the moon presently, is attached to this calendar. So when you start knowing that, okay, we going from the electric moon to the self-existing moon, you could start channeling this energy for manifestation, because you know what's going on. So you know what moon we in, you know what because these the energies right here, the Lie, Salai, Gamma, Kalai, Alpha, Lima, and like these are the energies, and these energies or attached to different deities that you could be able to speak to. And they got a whole tree of life where you go through the tree of life with your solar cell, and you can make it to these deities. And that's in the master code book. And these the codes of your body. Like they got one code right now, it's 55555. If you say this code, you can stop any pain in your body. So if you got any pain in your body and you say 55555, that's the code for pain. So it's different codes for every activation in your body that you want to activate. And I got all the codes. So that's why I said, listen, you don't, some people don't even have a clue about consciousness. When people tell me they conscious, on what level? Like, what are you conscious on? Because these information right here is what make you really conscious, because you controlling the flow of energy and the flow of your universal attributes. So can't nobody sit up there and talk no consciousness with us, because we vibrating at a whole different frequency. We controlling the energy that comes in and out of our body. So this right here is a clear, clean representation. It's called the human whole loom. The human whole loom is the way that the energy flow through your body every day. So imagine how many people that don't understand this energy, they can't tap in. Like if it's on your index finger and you go like this and you hold it up, you're going to start feeling the index finger vibrate that day like this, and you channeling the energy. Then if it's on your other finger, you hold it up, and your toes, you hold it out and let the energy flow. And every day you keep shifting that is allowing the energy to flow through your body, and it start healing the channels in your body, because it's allowing the energy to get in and out of the heart chakra and all this, and it start creating a good flow. And then when you do that, it synchronize your whole body, your thoughts, your everything with the universe. So it's easier to manifest when you're in alignment with the 1320. So now y'all see the difference between being in the 1320 galactic time and being in the 1260 Gregorian time. So let me ask y'all this before, because we went from Instagram Live all the way to Zoom, right? So when we was on Instagram Live, I was explaining to y'all about the 1320. So tell me, what time dimension do you rather be in, 1260 or 1320?
1320.
1320.
So are y'all getting the understanding of the 1320 now? Is it starting to make sense?
Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
1320.
Thank
So,
you.
So now
still
you're
learning.
starting to see the system take form in front of you, and how it's attached to your chakras, how it play a part in your life. So imagine never learning this information.
Wow.
Think about
It's
how
kind of
many
overwhelming to
people,
me.
think about how many people don't know this information and they stuck. Think about everything you ever learned and you don't even know this information. So you think you navigating through the universe properly? I'm just asking you a question. Anybody, you think you navigating through the universe properly
I
and you
probably
don't?
No.
haven't been,
There's
but
no way.
now I can start looking
It's
into
no
it.
way.
no.
There's
You
no way
see,
we could
so
properly navigate when we don't have the knowledge of how to navigate properly.
absolutely. So think about all the times you wanted to manifest, you wanted to make things happen in your life, and you got disappointed because it ain't happening. It's because you wasn't in the proper flow of energy like you supposed to. You see what I'm saying? So knowing about the 1320 and tapping into your higher self is very needed. Like, it's so much information that govern this is ridiculous. I have all the doctrine and everything. Like, this is so, this right here, the reason why I stayed on here this long and this was a whole day, you see what I'm saying, is because this is what I have faith in, and this is what my calling is, to be able to teach individuals how to be awakened. There's a lot of people that's on these Instagrams and all this trying to teach you how to wake up. They talking all this shit, but you never heard nobody talking about this. And if you hear them talking about it, they got it from me, because I brought this to the Western Hemisphere, and I have a group called 1111 where I've been teaching individuals this for years. So I done woke a lot of people up on the information. Whether they stuck with it and utilized it, I don't know. But I woke them up to it, and I put it out there to make it relevant to the fact. Because this information is going to change your life. Once you're in control of your energy, you're in the control of your whole self. You can't control yourself if you're not in control of the way the energy flow. And then you don't even know the way the energy flowing because you not synchronized. A lot of people keep saying they have synchronicity, but they really not. They synchronize with the 1260, with the way that these seasons and these years keep looping back, and then they speeding it up. If you notice, the days is going by more faster than they ever did. It's because they speeding up time. And the only way they do that is because time is a cycle and it's a thought. So if they got everybody activated on the same time, they could speed up the way everybody age, because everybody is going to accept the fact that this is the present time. When you got us operating from the 1320 and they operating from the 1260, we could shut down all a matrix systems because we could operate on the proper time grid by following the moon and the days and the chakras. That's the real time. We just use their calendar as a reference. If you go to the galactic calendar, you're gonna see their days on there, like it say 3/7, but our day is the first day of the calendar. And they day is just a reference point. And then you see the kin numbers play a part because the kin number is going to tell you. So this just one part of it. We never even got into the token and how that work and how these solar cells line up day by day to tell you what's going on. That's a whole nother teaching. You had to learn about this before you can even get into that. Because these solar cells is on a soaking. So it's like this. It goes straight down and it go across. And then it's like it's 5 of them. So these you have, I gotta show y'all that another time, but that is so deep with that. And then it's another part of it. This one of the parts I was actually looking for. And the universe want y'all to get this information because they show they pulling all this shit out the closet. They like empty all this shit out of here. Q, dump everything out. Cause this coming out right now. I'm like, wow, you see what it say right here? 1320 matrix, harmonic module. So let's go over here. Let me show y'all this right here. So you could see nature, being, input, birth, communicate, breathe, input, spirit, dream, intuition, input, abundance. These are input, output, process, store, and matrix. So these are the systems of the body where information go in and out. And these are the magnetic tones. So the magnetic tones is aligned with the chakras. So you might have this one dot that represents purify. So today is a day of purification. Tomorrow might be a day of attracting. The next day might be a day of magnetic. The other day might be a day of purpose. So when you follow these different tones, you start putting yourself in alignment with the tone, with the solar cell, and with the chakra. And when you follow in the system that way, believe me, you're going to be on a whole nother level. Now you can see that the way that the tones play a part, 13 tones and the 7 radar plasmas in the body. So we can start seeing the delay, the gamma, the alpha. Look, the 7 chakra key points in the body contain the 7 radar plasmas, the sub and subatomic electrical force of the cosmos. You understand that? You know what information we dealing with? So this is called the planet Hulun, the 4th dimensional body in time. Activate the Hulun of Mother Earth daily to align yourself with her. What does this say? Did I stutter? Can somebody read that again?
This is called the planet Holon. Holon equals 4th dimensional body and time. Activate the Holon of Mother Earth daily to align yourself with her.
Wow.
So this information is allowing you to be in alignment with Mother Nature and with the cosmos. So it say the 7 chakra key points in the body contain the 7 radar plasmas, the sub and subatomic electrical force of the cosmos. Then this say this is called the planet Holun. Holun is the 4th dimensional body in time. Activate the Holun of Mother Earth daily to align yourself with her. So this is aligning you with the mother and the father, as I mentioned earlier. So you think the other people that's on there selling you all this bullshit is aligned with the mother and the father? Honestly, like think about how many people done came into play and tried to tell you that they was a prophet or connected to this and that. How can they even do that when they chakras is not even aligned? So it's all bullshit. So now you can see the left hand, the right hand, the left feet, and the right foot. The cells in the body, it says cells in the body cells in the earth. So the cells in the body is connected to the earth and those chakra points that we talked about. So you more connected to the earth than you even imagine, but you can't get that connected until you understand this information. So now we start looking at the 13 tones. It say the 13 articulations of the human body contains the frequencies of the 13 galactic tones. So these tones play a part with those words that's in alignment with that calendar. So they matched it up that when those words, it say magnetic, lunar, electric, and all that, these tones are connected to those days. They say the 20 solar seals and the 13 galactic tones describe process of cosmic creation. When combined, they make 260 13 times 20 galactic signature of the Zolkin. So the harmonic module, 20 solar seals. So the Zolkin is lining up like, let me see if I could get it. That's what I was looking for. So that way you could get an idea of what the Zolkin is, because they definitely shut that website down. That was a beautiful website. You could go on there and see it and all that. That shit is shut down. Like why? I don't know. Well, I do know because they found out that we know. So they shut it down. But I'm gonna go over that with y'all. So now y'all, this is some introduction. We ain't even dig deep into how to use the information all the way, but we gonna say that for the next class because we went over a lot today, over a whole lot. We went over more than what I even expected to go over, to be honest with y'all. So this the prayer of the seven galactic directions, right? So from the east, the house of light, from the north, the house of night, from the west, the house of transformation, from the south, the house of eternal sun, from above the house of heaven, from below the house of earth, from the center galactic source, which is everywhere at once. So you have these, may wisdom dawn on us so we may see all things in clarity. May wisdom ripen in us so we may know all things from within. So these are the prayers and everything. This calendar is July 25th, 2024. So it's still relevant to now, but July is over with. So they got a new calendar on there that you could download, or you could buy the physical calendar, whatever you want to do. You see what I'm saying? And everything. And you need to be following this calendar. So let's say if I go, if we know we want to do if we want to do the chakras. So let's say we say, let me show y'all how this gonna work. So I could put y'all up on some stuff. Hold on. This before we get off. And then I'm gonna do another class because I'm gonna mention it on Instagram. Let me see. Let's go to YouTube right quick. Because now y'all know how to read the calendar somewhat. Of course, I'm gonna go over it again when we get on another class, but this was just an introduction to y'all. So let me see. Because I got all of this programmed into my phone already. So I stay on it. So let's say this, right? Why is it not typing? What the hell is going on? Now they trying to freeze the computer. They got that much control. I'm like, this shit been working the whole time. So let me ask y'all this. So we're gonna do crown chakra. We're gonna do pure tone because you don't want that music and all that shit in there. You don't know what they put in there. So we want to do crown chakra pure tone. So I don't really I like the man that be doing it. It's a man that I follow. I'm gonna give y'all his stuff, but he play the bowl and I trust him because he on the bowl more than what these people are doing. So let's see. This man was on the bowl too, but this definitely not the man that I follow at all. So let's just go to his thing. Cause he definitely ain't the one. But this supposed to be the crown chakra, right? This frequency is 485, and it's the pure tone of the crown chakra.
We can't hear it.
Oh, y'all can't hear it?
No.
We can't hear it, no.
I think you have to share your sound on the Zoom. You have to go up to the options. I think there's an option to share the sound.
Let me see. Let me see if I could do this. Hold on.
It should be on the same place where you shared your screen. It should say share your sound.
Advanced sharing options. Let me see.
You may have to exit the sharing and go back into it though.
Let me try to play it now. Cause I'm sharing that particular page. So let me see if I play it. Can y'all hear it now?
No.
Oh wow, see they playing it, man. I ain't never had no problem before. Hold on. Hello? Hello? All right, just let me know and I'm gonna come downstairs. Like how much time? Because I'm in a meeting right now. Okay. All right. So when you put on those tones and you start listening to the tones, you could start matching what tone go with the chakra for that day. So you could say, okay, today the crown chakra, you put on the crown tone, and it's going to start tuning up this chakra. And then you look at the calendar for the next day and you say, okay, this is the root chakra. And you start channeling the points on your fingers and on your hands and allowing the energy to flow. That's putting you into perfect synchronization with the flow of energy. Whatever you think of and whatever you want to happen, you're going to be in full control to manifest anything you want to do in your life. This is what's putting you in full control. So that's a system that I created. I got color patterns and all type of shit that I got that I could put y'all on and everything. So we're gonna end it right here and everything because we've been on here for a long time. I'm in Africa and it's 8:30. We started this way early and everything, but I know it's early for y'all in America right now and all that. So I'm gonna take the rest of the day and relax. It's only 3:30 for some of y'all. Some of y'all in Houston is 2:30. It's 8:30 for me. But I wanted to give y'all this knowledge and this time so that way y'all could wake up. Cause I appreciate y'all coming on the Instagram and y'all saw how they took that Instagram down and everything because they definitely ain't want me to go this deep on there. They knew better. They said, no, let's get him off of there and everything. and they shut that shit down. So y'all saw that. They took me off of there. And I wasn't about to bubble back because then after that, they probably would have tried to fuck with my page again because they stopped the Zoom. They disconnected it so the video won't be recorded or nothing. They don't want you to be getting this information. They know they got gatekeepers and all type of shit. Got keywords that they don't want to be. So I'm not, if I get on there and talk, it's going to be briefly, but then I'm going to bring us back to the Zoom. So that way we always can resort to the Zoom. We're not going to do no lessons on Instagram no more. I'm going to just get on there, talk briefly about what I'm talking about, and that's going to be it. I'm coming down right now. So we need to definitely focus on all of these things. So I want y'all to study the information that y'all have, and I'm gonna prepare some information for y'all that y'all could study, but y'all pretty much got a lot of it. And once you Google and go on YouTube and different places, there's so much shit that's attached to it that is going to bring you to where you need to be with the information. And what you don't understand, I'm gonna be guiding you through. I'm gonna create a group, which is gonna be a Telegram group, and I'm gonna bring everybody in there, and y'all gonna be my spiritual students, and I'm gonna train y'all and bring y'all harmonic balance up to where y'all could live in abundance and change your life. I'm gonna create the group tonight, so I'm gonna post it on Instagram, bringing people into the Telegram group, and we're gonna start communicating through the Telegram group to come to the Zoom. I'm gonna just briefly use Instagram as a communication, and then we're gonna communicate on these other platforms so they not trying to shut us down and doing all that dumbass shit that they've been doing. But just know that I got y'all back, and it's a lot of knowledge and wisdom out there that y'all don't even know about that'll be good for y'all to dive into once you start walking in the purpose of what you was created to be. So let's start with right now with this class because I'm saving this Zoom video when I'm off of this. It's going to save to the computer. We got this. This our first Zoom class together, and it won't be the last and everything. And we're going to start moving forward. Now, y'all know what the knowledge is about, what the information is about. We're going to go through this bits and pieces. We're not going to do a long ass Zoom like we did today. It was just an introduction. We're going to go through modules of it so I could teach y'all so y'all could start utilizing the information right now. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to cut this right now and everything because my brother just put up and I need to do some stuff with him. But God bless y'all definitely.
God
And
bless you. Thank you.
you
Thank
guys
you,
are
Doc.
welcome always. That's why I
Thank you.
said I'm a ascended master, number 22. So I'm a spiritual teacher. That's what I was born to do. So I'm walking in the essence of my purpose by having you guys in this class and giving y'all this information. So God love y'all. I love y'all. Peace, love, and light. And let's stay connected because we soul kin. We have a soul tied together. We can in the cosmos more than we can on earth. So we was kin in the cosmos first. They just said you was born by your mother and your father, blah, 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 because the woman way to this reality is through the woman's womb, which is the portal, but we are related in the cosmos. So we got to walk as kin. We know each
And
other
can
attributes. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I wanted to command the universe for protection for you because it's something when you are obedient to the spirit, then automatic attacks come. So I just wanted to command that protection for you.
Thank you so much.
Amen.
I appreciate that.
And
I
now, fine.
received that wholeheartedly. Thank you. Because some people don't even think about that. They just want to receive, 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 but people never give. I'm always giving, whether it's time, information, money, everything. You see what I'm saying? Because money don't exist without people giving it the magnification that it does that is glorified by. So I don't really care about that. And money flow abundantly when you don't show it that is ruler over you. That's the possession of the third world that we talked about. So we not possessing nothing. We just have access to it. God trusts us with all these things, so we can't worship it or let it idle us. We got to just use it as a tool. That's it. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Thank you, Tamara, for that. I received that, and I'm gonna create the Zoom. I mean the Telegram group, right? And I'm gonna put the next class that we're gonna have on Instagram. And I expect to see more people. We had like 20 people in class. Bring your family, bring your friends. Let's build this shit up. Because when we come together, we gonna connect in spirit, and then we gonna switch it to business to where we all do business together in
Yo,
Africa
buddy, how are
and,
you?
and start doing a lot of stuff in Africa because we're gonna take everybody's solar seal. They all gonna write it down. We're gonna study all the solar seals and put people in the groups based on their solar seal, and we're gonna take projects. We got water projects, we got this, and I'm gonna make everybody wealthy off these projects. So let's build wealth together and let's make this thing happen as a family. All right.
Yes,
King,
I love you.
King,
Amen.
real quick, King,
Okay.
this Justin.
Peace, God.
Oh, oh, hello.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
I thought I hung up. Man, we got to rap about this stuff. Because you appointed me. You appointed me over. Over a particular job as well. I'm part of the other situation you got going out there
All
with
right,
the.
so call me when I get off of here on the government number, and
All
then
right,
we gonna talk about it. Call me soon we hang up.
all right. It's all good.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Peace, God.
Yeah, I'll go. You
All
got
right,
it.
so we out of here.